start
That's some
seeing
bullshit.
p.m. All of Pennsylvania closes at 8 p.m.
The link is pinned in the chat if you guys want to jump on in, hang out.
Not as much as 4 years
Streaming
ago,
over here
but
on
the way just about all the
YouTube,
counties are
Twitch,
concluding
X, over on Shaman's
Pennsylvania
channel on
is
YouTube
probably
and
not
X.
long after 8 p.m. They're going to report out the results of the vote by mail in Pennsylvania.
I'm just mad that I made a thumbnail. I took your thumbnail and cropped out what's his name, Trump, so that I can move him over, and then I put me up in the corner. You know what I mean?
Oh,
story will be okay. Once
you can put it on there.
Huh?
You might have to put the thumbnail on through YouTube, through actual YouTube Studio.
So that's PA.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, so you set up the dual stream, and then title it whatever. Then you go back and you go to your YouTube channel. Just hit edit on the live stream, and then you can put the thumbnail on there, change it to more detail, whatever.
Is 10 o'clock, but again, keep in mind that's when they close.
That's what I do.
Eastern. But we've seen elections in the past where it's still a couple hours after that before you even get any.
Got this open.
Peter Piper, what is going on? I believe that is Blaze. What's up, Blaze?
A lot of people want to talk to you today, but we do have to just look at the map while we've got you. Remind us electoral paths here.
Alert.
There's a link in the chat. Excuse me. There's a link in the chat over here if you want to jump on. Oh, and another thing, Shaman, that I found out.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to post the link in your chat, it's literally the address up here at the top on your StreamYard. If you take that, the StreamYard.com address up there, and post it, that's the link to invite.
Let's see if that'll go in mine or what. I'll do it. I don't know if this is going in yours or if it goes in mine.
Yeah, so that goes in yours. So you posted the link in your chat also.
Okay, we got Peter Piper. Fuck the pepper. What's going on, Peter?
That's Blaze from the Nonsensical Network.
Oh, okay. What's going on, bro? Yeah, I can't find it on Studio.
Okay, then just go to the stream, your actual stream on your YouTube channel, and then just hit edit, and you'll be able to, or you go to manage videos or edit videos, and then you'll be able to edit yours. So was the place packed when you went to vote?
Oh, there was like,
why is my headphones not working right?
What's up, Blaze?
What's up, gentlemen? Apparently my sound's not coming through my headset.
Oh,
hold on. This has happened before when I've done this.
It's because of the election, messing everything up.
Yo.
How's that?
Hey, look, my shit's all messed up right now too. So I can't even edit the video. Well, hold on, let me try to go a different place. You could go to my videos, right? Oh, I'm not even on the right account. Son of a bitch.
Well, yeah. First of all, you got to be on your account, and then go to manage videos.
Hey, at least I know this
doing this for the entire night.
Huh?
Y'all gonna be doing this the entire night?
I'm gonna be on as much as I can. Honestly, dude, I called into work, so as soon as the wife hears that, she's gonna be like, "I'm gonna have a list of stuff to do." So we'll see if I can stay on or not. You'll be like, "You called in for the damn election."
Let me get home where I'm a little bit more set up in my studio, and I'll pop up because this is fun. I love election shit.
Cool. All right, I'll see you in a little bit.
Cool.
Yeah, bro, it's not coming on for some reason. I'm looking at your videos under lives, and the last one it shows is hanging out with Arkansas.
The lazy Shaman. Let me see if I can find it.
I can find the video, but like I can find the live stream, but I can't find it in my videos.
Yeah, I see it right here. It's on your live streams.
I mean, at least the live stream's on. That's the main thing. But you know.
Yeah.
Wasted that thumbnail.
Okay,
Oh,
so
well.
what are you seeing?
I see, like, if I go to my videos, right?
Okay, you go.
I
To,
just
it's not going to be in your videos though. So you're going to go to your homepage and then go to live.
and actually click on it.
Yeah, click on live. It should show you live right there, and then you can click on
Click
that.
on it.
Yeah, click on live, and then
shit.
you should be able to edit it there.
In just a little while, and that will include Florida, where the Trump campaign is watching the results tonight. Let's go to Steve Harrigan.
And if that doesn't work, there's another way.
Scott's campaign headquarters in Bonita Springs, Florida, which has.
Okay, hold on. I'll just, because like I said, I could find the video. Actually, I thought I could. Let me see. Here we go. Boom. Ladies and gentlemen. There it is. There's the live stream. Doesn't give me no options. Settings.
I was messing around with looking for your video, and I kicked myself out.
That's hilarious. See, I can find the video, right? But I just can't find it like in the background to do anything. I can find it as a person, but not as a creator. Oh, live. I see what you're saying. Right up there. It doesn't show live right now. It shows my last one is oh, there it is. Hold on. 6 minutes ago. Edit. Hey. Now I gotta look for thumbnail, huh?
And JR said to minimize your gay porn.
Oh, is that what it was? Son of a bitch. Yeah, I don't see anything for thumbnail.
Okay, so you went to edit.
Yeah.
Scroll down.
I got add description, comments, add paid label.
It's under all that.
The comments is my last one.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, you clicked edit, and what is it? What does the screen look like?
It says edit video. The first option is add description. Well, you got title, add description, visibility, audience, location, add to playlist, altered content, add tags, shorts remixing, add paid promotion label, and comments.
And it doesn't have a little square for thumbnail?
No.
Let me look mine up real quick.
Limits in description? No.
Okay, edit. Okay, it says video details, title, description. Okay, right under the description, I have a box that says thumbnail.
Well, fuck me running.
Is it right there?
No.
Or it's right above playlist?
No. I have location above there.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I have thumbnail right there for some reason.
Oh, well. Oh, well. 2 tears in a bucket.
Fuck it.
That's right. That's right. All right, in that case, I'm gonna move to my other account then, or my other. I'm gonna move to the Chromebook. Can you put the other one, this backstage up here, and then I'm gonna sign off on this one.
Yeah. Steve says, Shaman, you've been doing this for 2 years, man. On the picture of the current thumbnail, there's a smaller picture in the corner. Oh, yeah, there's that way too. I'll leave that up so you might see it. You might be able to do it better from the Chromebook.
boisterous on the plane. He was having conversations the entire time with folks on the plane, and that he had something quippy and personal to say to each of the close members of his campaign staff. They also told me that backstage before the rally, the staff and the family were
What's up,
really
Kyle?
emotional, almost getting teary-eyed while
DNA
telling
in the
me
house. What up,
about
what up, what
that,
up?
and that really meant a lot to former President Trump to have his children there with him
There's a
on
link
that
in the
final
chat
day
if you guys
of
wanna
campaigning as well.
jump
Kristen.
up. Say
Yeah,
what's up.
extraordinary to think of how much time he has been on the campaign trail, Dasha, that's for sure. So take me inside their strategy. What do they see as their best path to victory? And can he get to the White House without winning Pennsylvania?
Ross Perot. God, I
It's
haven't
an
even heard that
excellent
name in a
question.
long time.
Pennsylvania is that gold prize. The thing tonight that they're watching for most closely is
I gotta
really
watch that
North
second
Carolina
episode,
and
too.
Georgia, because we do think we'll get those results a little
I
faster
voted
than
for
we
Ross
will
Perot.
get those blue wall states coming through. And boy, does he need North Carolina. He won it both in 2016 and 2020, and he needs it again. Otherwise, the math gets a little bit dicey. He does have other paths besides Pennsylvania.
Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.
It's the one that both Harris and Trump has visited most often, most electoral votes, and it's been the thing to put a lot of presidents over the edge, Kristen.
Yeah, Democrat hasn't won there
Yeah, check out
since
this old school.
2008. We could actually get results.
Ow! Oh! Yes!
Over to you. Well, we heard the vice president in that interview earlier today. How is
Which
she
one hopefully
spending her
coming
day?
out
What's the
tomorrow?
mood inside her campaign?
Hey, Steve, did you ever
we are here
finish
at Howard
your
University,
bike
as
that
you
you're working
mentioned,
on?
and as you said, this has huge
You had
significance
some kind of
for Vice
contraption
President
that you were
Harris, her
building.
alma mater, of course. Behind me, the stage is being set. You might be able to hear the sound check. Music's about to kick in here, but this is so significant for her, not just because it's the alma
Yeah,
mater.
don't be
but
shitty,
back
hit
in
the like button. That's what I should have
2019,
said.
Kristen,
Don't be
she
shitty,
also
hit the like
announced her
button.
presidential bid back then.
Oh, I've been talking on mute.
Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button.
Phrase from Dasha. Look, the Harris
Oh, you've been on
campaign
mute
is
this whole
also
time?
cautiously optimistic. That's something that you often hear
Yeah,
from
and then I tried to talk again and it threw me on mute.
I've been hearing from Vice President
So
Harris.
yeah, Steve was right. In the top left, there's on the thumbnail
they
that's
feel
not even there. It does have an edit button, so then that's where I can edit the thumbnail.
Oh, okay.
My dumbass forgot to put the logo on there for the title, so I guess I gotta finish editing now.
About what they're seeing.
What an asshole.
Seeing in North Carolina, and specifically the turnout in North Carolina, they feel that because more than of the early turnout so far,
I gotta call a doctor again. So.
You gotta get your doctor's note.
As Dasha was
I gotta get doctor's note.
most obvious path for
I'm not even kidding.
Harris is of course those blue wall states, but they feel they are competing right now in razor thin margins in all 7 of the battlegrounds.
All right, this will be good enough.
Blue wall states, a Michigan Democrat told me they are nauseously America. So gives you a sense of how close this race is.
Nauseously, yes.
Exactly.
So I'm still really afraid that they're just gonna rig this shit, and no matter what, it's gonna be a replay of the last election.
Concerned that she hasn't been getting the numbers.
Dude, I'm just not. I don't know.
African-American men, a critical part
I don't know.
Of the Biden.
It is what it is
coalition.
now.
For example, we know
I don't know if it's me getting older.
Was out trying to
I'm just like,
energize
fuck,
them.
man.
She rolled out an agenda specifically.
This
for
is bullshit.
Yeah, I'm turning into that old grouchy guy. Fucking get off my lawn type of dude.
Campaign does feel it's going extremely well. You just saw Vice President Harris just a few moments ago at the DNC for that photo op at that phone back. Now,
oh, of course. Now I changed it, and I guess it takes a minute, so I can't see it yet on YouTube.
Overblown, but you can't deny, Chris.
I had a flag background.
Has
Let me
been
see.
focusing on that demographic quite a bit over the last several weeks. Former President Obama also voicing that concern in one of those stops. And look, for First Lady Michelle Obama was also out.
And like I said, the link is in the chat.
Going towards that.
You guys want to jump up, hang out?
Trying to get them out
What
of
is?
the polls in these last several
Anybody in the chat vote for Kamala?
been working. They're very encouraged
Kamala?
by the early
Kamala?
turnout.
Kamala?
Black men we saw yesterday, they're really going after Puerto Ricans and
You can fucking leave right now, but
the key
I heard they're really going after Puerto Rico.
to win such an important blue wall state, Pennsylvania.
Oh, Harris is
I know we've all got a long night ahead. I don't know. I said man's sitting on the ground there from outside.
okay, that was weird.
And let me
The little
turn
live logo is on.
Pittsburgh and the all-important battleground state of Pennsylvania. I just spoke to an election official in the Philadelphia area who said that there was robust turnout there. What
Robust
are you
turnout.
hearing? What are voters
Robust.
telling you today?
It was thick. Shit's thick.
Kristen, robust turnout here as well. Election officials here a couple of minutes ago telling me that for past both in mail-in ballot numbers and, of course, the people who are showing up at the polls, not only where I am right now in northwest suburbs of Pittsburgh.
Man, I'll tell you what, my YouTube must be messed up because it's showing that we're still live on Hanging Out with Arkansas, and there's one watching.
Elections. I spoke
What?
to one
Let me look up. Let me check
Democratic
it out. See what I
official
see.
here familiar with how this area operates and works, and he told me that in order for Harris to win Pennsylvania, he's got to outperform the way Biden did in Allegheny County. He got 59%. They say Harris.
Yeah, so I see the
needs to meet
Arkansas
that or
one
exceed it.
ended
If
2
she
days
gets
ago,
anything
and the
under
only one live
55%,
that I
around the
see
number that Hillary
is
Clinton got
right
in
now.
2016, she's in
We
trouble
got
in
6
the
watching.
state. I talked to a lot of voters as well
Oh
as
shit, 6
Only-
watching. That's what mine said too. See, I'm telling you, it's all messed up.
parties, which
Yeah,
is
that's. I mean, that's what it
urban
says
women.
that I see.
I voted straight Democrat.
Watch,
which
I'm gonna send you a screenshot.
is done. I'm just
And then on
afraid
mine,
of
there's
what would
7
happen
watching.
if
Look, it's actually
Trump
decent.
got it.
And
I
then
feel
over here on Twitter,
his way is going to be.
I just sent you on Twitter. I sent you a screenshot.
I just would fear not only for my democracy, but I'm old. My
Yeah, that's
children,
weird.
my grandchildren,
Right?
my grandchildren.
I'm like, wait a second. I had to go check. I was like, it shows that it ended, but it says it's live.
it's like yours is your
feel
YouTube's barely
that
catching up
she-
right now.
Although she doesn't represent all my values, she represents more of them than the Republicans do right now. And I'm very concerned about the split in the Republican Party. And until they fix that,
I can't calm down, lazy.
myself.
having,
And shout out to the 5 people watching over on X. Appreciate you guys. Links over here in the
that
chat.
woman you heard
And
from, her name is Diane. She's 65 years old. She told me
on
she, for
YouTube,
example,
if you
is
guys want to jump up on
anti-abortion,
the
but
panel.
that issue is so important for her because she believes in choice. That is something we've heard often here. We, of course, also heard from Trump voters, including a 19-year-old first-time voter who decided to vote for the former president.
I doubt anyone who
Just
voted
fascinating,
Kamala would
Julie
be brave
Serkin,
enough to admit it.
fantastic
Maybe that's
interviews,
why
great
Jedi
reporting on
isn't
the ground
here.
there.
Oh,
Thank you.
Jedi.
Blaine,
shit.
Jedi getting shit out in the chat.
have you back just
Whoa,
in
look,
time
I've never
for
seen this is a
Election
new
Day.
new
You're
PFP.
there in Fulton County.
New look.
Georgia's Secretary of
I like
State.
what you
yeah.
did with your hair.
More than
I like
half
what you
of
did with
all
your hair.
active
Looks good on
voters
you.
in the state cast their ballots early. So talk about turnout today and
Look
welcome
at you
back.
getting all dressed up because we're dual streaming.
Be back with you, and got a little bit going on here in Georgia.
What's messed up is I thought that was gonna be a black background when I cropped it,
The state had already
and I
cast
thought I was gonna like be cool and make it look like there was just a guy there, but apparently I fucked that up.
Why is that? Because 4 million people, more than 4 million people, had
I
already
voted
cast their ballot.
Kamala.
I've got to say,
Kamala
Kristen,
Obama.
that among
Obama
our
Biden.
team, we have visited more than a dozen
Oops, there he is.
polling locations
My
throughout
cat
the
wearing
day
a sticker that
across
says
Metro
I
Atlanta.
Obama
We
did.
have not seen any
Yo,
live
that guy got ripped off. He didn't get a sticker for voting.
from about 15, 20 minutes
Did you get a
early
sticker?
this morning to
Yeah, I
less
got
than
a sticker. Damn right, I got my shit.
I would have kept that pin
and
too.
that is a large
I want a
I
reflection
sticker
should have,
and a
right?
picture
I
of
should
the
have
pin.
stole that pen, but like, hey, I had to ask for this one.
for the ballots
Mhm.
we've seen cast today. The
You still have
Secretary of
Twitter
State
account.
about
Can't
an
find
hour or
you.
so
So
ago
Steve's
said
looking
that
for
they
a
had more
DNA
than
on Twitter.
700,000 people just
Bala.
today come out and
Baklava.
cast those ballots.
Bala for wife.
In terms of how the
Baklava.
state may go. Well, I spoke with one senior
What'd you get
Democrat,
banned for,
and they
DNA?
say that they're watching 2 things: who is voting and where
Yeah, what
people
the
are
what,
voting.
what
And
did you
because
post to
of that
get
early
banned?
vote turnout, they're getting a lot of that. A lot of those eyes, as
Did you
we
talk
talked
shit about
have
Elon?
been focused on black voters here in
I
Georgia.
talked shit about Elon and I didn't even get banned.
Million
Fuck.
black voters.
The hell did you do, bro? Speaking of what the hell did you do, where the hell's my nuggets? I'll be right back.
Better get them nuggets. I need to make a phone call too. Let's see.
Ballots by 8 p.m., an hour after polls close. So that means that we should see a good majority of those votes start to be tabulated very quickly tonight, Kristen.
Oh, just fascinating stuff from the ground there in Georgia. Blaine, thank you so much. Great to see you. Shaq, let me turn to you now in all-important Milwaukee. What are voters telling you there? What Blaine is saying that the wait time not as long as you might anticipate there, likely because there were so many early votes. What are you seeing in Milwaukee?
Well, Kristen, despite the rain
you may see and hear around me, it's been a steady flow of people going at this polling location. The clerk actually told me this morning there was a line of people that went on about an hour long. So that shows some of the enthusiasm that you have here. One of my favorite conversations was a voter who said he was undecided until this morning. He decided to take 2 laps around this park here, and that's when he ultimately made a decision. He went to back Vice President Kamala Harris, but I want you to listen to some of the other conversations I had with folks today. Are you willing
The
to share who you
majority of
supported in
those
this
votes
election?
start to be tabulated very
Trump.
quickly tonight.
Donald Trump. Why Donald Trump?
Just fascinating stuff from the ground.
You know, I just think we need a change, and I think that you know, trying to grow in my career and things like that. Some of the things that I feel that he can set forth, and it.
Oh, absolutely. I think, you know, last election, despite him losing by about 7 or 8 million votes to Joe Biden, he still polled 73 million votes. That is almost half the electorate. So there is a large number of people in America who are feeling disaffected by the system, who are feeling disaffected by the way things are working in America. They feel like it's only working for a certain class of people.
I do have to say the electoral shit is bullshit, man. Because when you look at like all the states that went red versus like in the last election versus the ones that went blue, like I don't care how many people are in California, they don't deserve to select for the whole country.
Several years now, and they find in Trump a bit of a lightning rod, if you will, somebody who speaks to their concerns, addresses their problems, and that's why in rural counties in Pennsylvania, in Michigan, in Wisconsin, Trump has the kind of resonance that a candidate that, I mean, frankly, I can't think of another candidate in the last 20 years who has spoken to that constituency like Trump has. He has assiduously cultivated this MAGA base. Now, the problem for Trump is he needs to expand his appeal wider than the MAGA base, because that's how you win elections. At the end of the day, it's about numbers. It's about the majority. Joe Biden and before him, Barack Obama, they were able to stitch together a much broader, wider coalition. It included African Americans, Hispanics, women. It included, you know, young people. And I think that coalition, a lot of it is translating for Kamala Harris as well. The problem in Trump's case is he's appealing to a very narrow base, an important base, a very loyal base, no doubt about it. But he needs to find cross-sectional appeal. For example, Nikki Haley polled 1.5 million votes in the Republican primary in Pennsylvania, and Trump made no attempt to reach out to those voters. That's 1.5 million votes for the taking. He said nothing. He did nothing to appeal to the Nikki Haley voters, and I think
is on the ballot here. So we've heard a lot of passion from Democrats who are turning out on that issue, but also Republicans talking about immigration and the economy and just that they believe Donald Trump will take the country in the right direction. So we will see how it all turns out here in many more
I'm on the phone
hours
with the
when
doctor real quick and then
here,
I'll jump back on.
very late, 10 p.m. Eastern time tonight. Kristen.
Fascinating interview.
You're good.
Remind our viewers that there is an abortion ballot measure. It will be very interesting to see how that impacts turnout and the
Waltz and Kamala's husbands are gay lovers for sure. Oh, hell yeah.
Arizona, and thanks to our entire team.
Well, how about that Walls
we have got
going to China or Japan or whatever it was?
I'll talk to California senator and a longtime ally.
He got in, almost got into some trouble for playing with some kids.
For Senate control, Senator LaFonso.
Well, they are the diddler
from the Harris campaign.
party. So I mean, what do you expect?
Stay tuned for even more special.
Had all the celebrities that went to the Diddy parties coming out to support Kamala.
As the very first exit polls start coming in right here on
No,
NBC.
Trump is against
You're watching a
child
very
trafficking.
special Election Day edition of Meet the Press Now. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. As we mentioned, Vice President Harris and former President Trump have wrapped up their final battleground blitz, and now the wait for results begins. Either candidate could make history tonight if elected. Vice President Harris could become the first female president of the United States.
Like, how did he afford to go that many trips?
The second president to
On that
win
little teacher's salary or whatever he had.
Joining me now from the Harris headquarters is Democratic Senator from California and Harris campaign co-chair, LaFonza Butler. Senator Butler, thanks so much for joining us on Election Day. We really appreciate it.
Glad to be here. Thanks so much.
So take us inside the campaign. What is the mood? An official in Michigan described it as nauseously optimistic to me. How are you feeling?
Look, I don't know that I am nauseously optimistic. What we know is that we have made a high quality case to the American people in a very short period of time. We are feeling like voters understand what is the opportunity in front of us tonight to write the next chapter of the great American story. And I think they're prepared to do their part. And so we are optimistic. We feel good. We feel good about the effort that we've put in. And now it's in the hands of the American people.
It is the voters' day. Let me ask you this. Vice President Harris has spent really these final weeks of her campaign trying to appeal to moderate voters. She's been campaigning, of course, with former Congresswoman Liz Cheney. She's been really touting a message of democracy, arguing that former President Trump is a threat to the democracy. She has been talking about other issues like reproductive rights and the economy.
We
but
did
again,
not cast our vote. We think that, again, as I said, that humanity needs a revolution. And the fact that our choice is between genocide war criminals and white supremacist, misogynist fascists itself is such an indictment of a decrepit system that belongs in the past.
So are you one of those who think that?
Yo, he just used every single trigger word of 2024 in that comment.
Well, the two parties represent the competing forces of the ruling class in this country. They're not the same. You see them at each other's throats and at each other's necks. And they're in a vicious battle right now, and who knows where it goes. I mean, this country feels like a country on the verge of a civil war. On the surface, everything looks really horrible, and in many ways it is. But what we're saying right now, based on the messages of Bob Avakian, is that there's an opening for real revolutionary possibility and potential. In this country, as crazy as it might sound, we're taking that message out to thousands of people and ultimately millions of people.
So are you saying there's going to be a revolution irrespective of who enters the White House?
We're hoping that millions of people will come to see that their future isn't bound up with joining with one side of a criminal imperialist system that has been prosecuting all these war crimes, or a fascist who openly praises Hitler and basically wants to organize one of the largest deportations in history. This is Donald Trump. So we're saying that, no, there's not automatically going to be a revolution. If there was automatically going to be a liberating revolution, we wouldn't have to be standing out here tonight.
All right, Miles, I wish you and your group good luck. Thank you for speaking to us.
What up, Slim Cheeses? And DNA, write it again. I got the chat open, so I'll be able to see if something got moderated.
Sunday, Americans are voting in record-setting numbers. The voting is underway in most of the states. What is it that you're hearing, and how close is this contest going to be? It has been a phenomenal election campaign full of twists and turns with the dramatic exit of Joe Biden and the entry of Kamala Harris. So over to you. Fill us in with all that you have for us.
Well, we are here at this Democrat Party watch.
Well, if you guys remember, Kai, the Pennsylvania stats on The Simpsons show that was the key state that won the election for Kamala. Or, I'm sorry, for Lisa Simpson.
Good news right around the corner.
Oh, I know we're going to have some good news. We are going to win this, and we're going to win it really big.
Right. No razor-thin edges for you. Straight win.
Absolutely.
And
we're going to win this very hard. Very, very hard.
Impact campaign. What do you see other than your expected optimism?
Yeah, look, I think this is going to come down to, as we've talked about, these battleground states. Michigan, Pennsylvania, Georgia, North Carolina, Arizona. These are critical battleground states for either candidate to win. What we've been focused on as an organization.
Wow, Ohio, really?
The Indian American, South Asian American vote is.
You're eating your cats.
100,000.
They're eating the dog.
In these states, they have the ability to be the critical margin of victory. We know the results are going to be close. We're going to win, but we know they're going to be close results. So our community is really going to be the marginal difference here in what happens tonight.
Right. Zoreen, what
That's
gets you?
true. That's true, JR. That's true.
I think it's that she's a vote for women. I think it's a way to abortion, to the freedom of democracy, just all of these things that I think that Donald Trump is not providing us with.
So, Milind, what brought you to this campaign?
The opportunity to, I think, activate.
Damn.
In this
35% done, and they're like, nah, you won this one. You won Indiana, Trump. Don't worry about it.
Once we've seen South Asians in every corner of the country get involved in the campaign, however they can, making calls, knocking doors, writing postcards, creating videos, making songs. Everyone has chipped in their time, their energy, their effort.
That's what I'm saying, Kai. That does not look right on Ohio, because I know Ohio is a red state.
So, Ranik, what is it that really excites you? Is it the Democrat Party, or is it the Indian origins of Kamala that is the added oomph?
Well, while it's important to be able to relate to her story, because I also
Correct.
want
Constitutional Republic.
to walk with my
And see, what
grandma,
people don't know too is like Lincoln
relate to her on.
during the Civil War or whatever, he didn't care about,
It's about democracy,
you
right?
know, all the slavery and all that bullshit. All he really cared about was preserving the republic.
That we have to stand up for our children.
That was like the main thing.
I believe that Kamala Harris is the best person for that, best leader.
You know, Chintan, just how remarkable would it be for the U.S. to have a woman president and of immigrant origin at that?
Yeah, I mean, look, this is an incredible opportunity. I mean, we're at the cusp of doing something historic. We're about to elect the first woman president of the United States of America, who also happens to be
having us, Kristen. We appreciate it.
Well, we really appreciate your being here. Let's dive right in. So all of the campaign stops are now over. Give me the mood inside the Trump campaign, the mood for former President Trump as you all await results.
The mood is very optimistic here at the Trump campaign headquarters. We are cautiously confident that President Trump is going to win this election tonight. When we've been looking at the early voting data over the past couple of weeks during this early voting period, Republicans have been outpacing Democrats in many of the key battleground states. And what we're hearing across the country today is that turnout is exceptionally high, especially in rural areas. So all signs point to President Trump supporters showing up at the polls, and we're just continuing to encourage people throughout the day to get out and to vote and to stay in line if you are in line. We understand some of the lines in these key battleground counties and states can be particularly long today, but we're encouraging everyone to stay in line to cast their ballot for President Trump.
Well, let me ask you something about what Charlie Kirk said. He, of course, is a Trump supporter. Part of the ground game is being conducted by Charlie Kirk, Turning Points USA. Here's what he tweeted earlier today. He said, turnout is mixed and not where we want it to be. We need more people to vote. We can't let turnout flatline. What do you make of that, Caroline? Does that concern you? Does it concern the former president?
No, as I said earlier, we are hearing that turnout is high, particularly in rural America. Turnout is low in urban America. But again, as Charlie, I think, was trying to say with that tweet, I don't want to put words in his mouth, but look, we are not taking anything for granted. And that's why we have been doing GOT efforts here at the Trump campaign headquarters, continuing to call voters and encourage them to get out the polls. We believe in our ground game. We have spent months training hundreds of thousands of volunteers across the country who are responsible for turning out.
Holy crap, that lady liked to talk. She sounded like Betty White. She was reading from a script and just kept reading and reading it. I was like,
continuing to work to get voters out to the polls. So again, we are cautiously confident.
Oh, the lady on the doctor?
Yeah, so it's teledoc, right? We can call. We do it all over the phone. You got to call and make an appointment for a doctor. Doctor calls us back, and we're just like, "Hey,
come down to
I'm
those
sick. I
low
need a doctor's note
propensity
and
voters.
email
I
to
know
us."
there has been so much focus on
But the
making
lady
sure
that
they do
was
turn out
taking
to
my
vote. I
making an
have been talking
appointment
to
was
some allies of the former president who
freaking
are somewhat concerned
sounds
that
just
the
like Betty
ground
White
game
going through
was
the whole script.
outsourced to
Like,
some extent.
oh,
Do
there's my
they have
doctor.
reason to be
Maybe it
concerned?
was Betty White.
We're
Maybe
getting
she's
a lot
not
of
dead.
in from the Biden
Hello?
campaign, for example. They say they're knocking on 2 million doors per minute in Pennsylvania. How confident are you in the ground game?
We are 100% confident in our ground game. We have truly put together the most robust, data-driven, and people-powered ground game that we believe in American politics. That will be proven
vote
again.
for the Democratic ticket. So I think a couple of strategic calls that the Democratic campaign, the Harris campaign made, and I think that is sort of helping them in ways that it did not help Hillary Clinton. Of course, one must underline that back in 2016, Hillary Clinton was quite an unpopular figure, even though she could have made history had she won in 2016. I don't think Harris is anywhere close to unpopular as Hillary Clinton was in 2016. So all of these factors, I think, make the difference between 2024 and 2016. But like I said, it's still early days. In 15 minutes, you will have the first of the big battleground states, Georgia, that will close polls. Whether or not any of the networks will call Georgia, we'll have to wait and see. But keep an eye out. If Harris manages to retain Georgia, just like Biden managed to flip Georgia, then this is going to be
$50.
The
What up,
Democrats.
Psycho Hunt?
Takes Georgia back into the Republican corner, then we'll have to wait longer because Harris and her team will have to wait for Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin to be pocketed in their corner for them to claim the presidency.
Oh, yes. Continuing coverage of the United States of elections. Polling is underway. Americans are going to polling stations to cast their ballot and to decide who's going to be the next president of the United States of America. Will they choose Donald Trump?
Teledoc
Will
is the
he see a
coolest
return
freaking thing,
after,
man.
4 long years, or will it be Kamala Harris, the first woman president of the
So
United
I
States?
literally
Well,
just right
US
now
has chosen
made an
a
appointment with my
presidential
doctor, talked to my doctor. Doctor sent me a doctor's note.
race.
Boom.
Does see a tightly contested race
Wow.
between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump, while the final verdict is yet to be out, and it
Heck
perhaps
yeah,
And-
I'm
and-
sick today. Can I get a doctor's note?
a mega
Literally,
win
that's all it
for
was. It took
Donald
more
Trump.
time to
Projections are
get an
showing
appointment
Trump
set up to
leading
talk to the
on at least
doctor.
90
And as soon as I
seats so
talked to him, he's
far,
like, "Hey, I'm
Harris
doctor,
on
doctor, whatever.
27, but anything
What's
could
your
change.
problem?" I said,
Too early
"I'm
to
sick.
say
Need a
anything
doctor's
or
note."
call the
Oh,
election
got you.
just as yet.
It's emailed
The
to your
latest projections
account. So
show
cool.
Donald Trump
What
winning
the fuck?
Alabama, Oklahoma,
And
West
they're probably
Virginia,
getting paid like for a full
Kentucky, and
doctor's call
Indiana.
out. And I'm just like,
Kentucky and
"Hey, I don't
Indiana,
beat
in
around the
fact,
bush." I'm like, "Hey,
had come
I'm
about
sick.
earlier
Just need a
on, and
doctor's
they
note.
were
Called into
also
work.
on
Oh, I got you.
predictable
Send
lines.
it. Boom, done.
North Carolina
You need,
is
then they're like,
expected
"Do you need
to
any
split on
medication?"
the
No,
issue
I'm
of
good.
hurricane aid. In fact, on the other hand,
Yeah, I
there
need
has
some
been
Adderall.
for a
Yeah, let me
major
get a little bit of
victory in
Adderall.
Vermont, in
A little bit.
Massachusetts, in Maryland, and the
What's up,
District
Seiko?
of
How you doing,
Columbia.
man?
Well, Donald Trump is hoping for yet another term, while
That's
Kamala Harris
crazy.
is looking
Doctor's
to
note
make history
done.
as the country's first female president. Both candidates campaigned intensely across critical
Just showed you
swing
guys how to call
states
into
on the
work.
eve of Election Day, with the focus and the eye
See,
being
it's educational stream right here, guys.
the
Yeah,
voters in
Teledoc.
Pennsylvania, a very critical and a pivotal state that could also be a deciding
Tired of
factor
all the poppycock?
in potential elections.
Call
Donald
Teledoc.
Trump
Call
casting his ballot
Teledoc.
in Florida, as Palm Beach said, that he is very confident that he will win, claiming that the election will not
How much
be
you think that cost you?
It's free.
Okay, let me go now
Comes
to
with it comes with my
CNN's
insurance.
reporter,
So I
Paula,
usually like if
who
you it
joins
depends
us
on your
for the
insurance, you
very
might have to have a
latest
copay
on
or something.
broadcast. Paula, I
It's
just
free for
wanted to
me.
ask you, are these projections in
That's
line
pretty
with
cool.
Team
Probably like
Trump?
a $40 visit right there or something.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, my copay is usually $20, I think.
Certainly so far, and I stress that it is incredibly early. It is in keeping with what they had expected.
Yeah.
But I
So the
will
link's in
also
the
say
chat if
that
you guys want to
look
come
at
up. We
the
got
crucial
Cool Cat
state of
Cosmos. What's up,
Georgia,
dude?
which I'll remind you, Joe Biden won
Let me put this link in there again.
so far with what is going on there.
Yeah, and I
He
just
seems
found
to be
out
in
that
much better shape than he was
the
in
damn
2020, and
URL
perhaps
code at the
they
top of
will
the
be able to
StreamYard
call
is the
that
link
state for Donald
to
Trump in the
invite.
next few
I
hours.
never knew that
Washington is
until
early. But when you look
streaming
at the vote
yesterday
in a
when
place
the
like
dude
Georgia,
online
it is looking
on the panel
very
told me.
good for Donald Trump. What is going to happen, though, in the next hour or two is that we are going to see many more results for both North Carolina and Pennsylvania. And in those two states,
And if you guys know of any other live streams that's going on right now that you guys want to watch instead of
when
all
you
this
look
stuff,
at the areas that are turning
let me
out
know.
for the Democrats in both of those states, Harris seems to be, according to CNN.
So do we think New York's gonna flip red this year?
No, I don't think so. I honestly, I don't think so. What do
I
you
bet
think?
you can bet on this shit.
Huh?
I bet you can bet on this shit.
I bet you could. It would just sit here and watch the chart like this and be like, oh, okay, it's blue right now. Can it flip red?
Yeah, we should have set like a bracket up or something and let people give money for that.
I bet you they do bet on that. Is that what it looked like when you went to vote? Did it look something like that? Was it packed?
Yeah. Except our dividers were white and just have a piece of paper and say vote on it.
And it was literally a bubble sheet, huh?
Yep, I could barely read that shit. I would think they would have better lighting, but it's in a church.
Oh. I think the last time I voted, I was in line to vote to vote, and the president already got announced while I was in line. I was like, well, I guess they didn't need my vote.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
Yeah. And I was standing with my wife. I was like, I'm not voting. I guess fuck it.
Man, you could have changed it, man. I
You
bet
could-
8 million people stopped voting because of that same reason.
Yeah, I could have been the one, the deciding factor.
But yeah, Cool Cat, like when he's talking about changing the flag. So apparently the flag with the gold around it, we're not supposed to be hanging that flag unless we're like in war or some shit or something else. I forget what it is. But that flag we're not supposed to actually use. And that's the flag they always use with the gold thing, the gold ropes hanging
Oh,
from
the gold tassels around it.
Tassels, that's what they're called. Yeah, I keep wanting to say tinsel, and I was like, it's not tinsel.
What does that mean? The fringe part of the.
You looking it up?
Yeah, I'm trying to. I didn't even know what that meant. I didn't know what the gold meant on it.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, right?
American person. So it means that we're at war or something?
I think that's what I recall. Let's see. Gold fringe around American flag is a decorative addition that signifies honor and respect. It's not meant to have any specific meaning. Yeah, whatever. Of course, the AI will say that. So gold fringe is required on flags used by the armed forces during parades and ceremonies. Gold fringe is often used on flags displayed indoors in places like schools, auditoriums, and yeah, they probably changed it, man.
Yeah, it looks like
From
it's
the
just
Associated Press, this is
used
an
by
election
military.
2024
Gold
update.
fringe.
Live from Washington, here is Meg Kennard.
We're coming to you now with more AP race calls. The Associated Press has declared Donald Trump the winner in the state of Arkansas. AP has also declared Kamala Harris the winner in Delaware and New Jersey. As you can see on the live voting map that's next to me, it's continuing to fill in with states for Trump in red and states for Harris in blue. And that ticker at the top of the screen is indicating how many electoral votes are being allocated to each candidate. At this hour, we also have more information coming to us from AP Votecast. That's that
Cool Cat
extensive
says the gold
survey I
fringe
talked
flag
about
means
earlier
we
of the
are
American
a
electorate.
corporation that
With me again
on
is
a
Ashley
constant war
Kurtzinger
footing
from
trying to
KFF.
expand.
Hello. Hi, we have new data for you. Tell us about the new data. What do we got?
See, it says a common myth, which normally when they say that shit, that means this is how it used to be, and then now they changed it and said, no, it's not like that.
What we see is
But they say the gold fringed American flag indicates that martial or maritime law is in effect. However, courts have rejected the idea that the fringe has any legal significance.
inflation. Among Trump voters, about similar shares say immigration and inflation is their most important voting factor.
That's so interesting to see that reflected in the data, things that we hear anecdotally from voters along the trail, but now as they're actually going to the polls,
Damn it,
these
Racket.
seem to have resonated with them on this election day.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of the things, that's not
They're
different
eating
across
the dogs.
voters is
They're
why voters
eating the
are turning out.
cats.
What we're seeing is a majority of Harris voters
They're eating
and
the
Trump voters
pets.
saying they're voting in
People
support
that live
of the
there.
candidate rather than in opposition.
What is
to
Racket
the
up to
other
now? Is that dude traveling the world
about
again?
Either that or he's not traveling the world and he's too embarrassed to come on and say something to us.
For Vice President Harris, while about
One of the
8
two.
in 10 Trump voters say they're voting in support of former President Trump.
Yeah, I thought he was
So
going
not
like to
necessarily
Brazil or
something
some
that
shit
we
like
would
that.
maybe see as a
Yeah, he
protest,
said he was going for a while and he was going to actually like
believing in
film some shit this time.
just disliking them less than they like the other person.
Yeah, and it seems like it's even mattering
Oh
more.
my goodness, I haven't smoked this whole time.
Example where the polls are closed, we're seeing about 3 in 4 Harris voters saying that they're showing up in support for that candidate, which is similar to the share of Trump supporters.
You guys caught me sober.
The same.
Ashley, thank
Uh-oh.
you so much. It's really interesting to see
Yeah,
the
JR said
information
Brazil.
kind of behind the data.
It's either at home,
As you can
teaching
see
tennis,
now in
traveling
those
Brazil,
boxes
and loving
below
life,
me, we've had
or
pictures up
something
all
Yeah,
night.
home teaching tennis or touching his penis.
Looks like those events are starting to fill in with more and more people as we get further into this election night. We can also confirm for you where the candidates are at this hour. Vice President Kamala Harris is at her residence at the Naval Observatory.
Look
here
at the
in
camera in the
Washington,
Harris campaign.
and
Right?
former
Is they having
President
an
Donald
earthquake
Trump
right there?
is at his Florida residence in Mar-a-Lago. We will be back with more AP race calls and
shaking.
updates as we get them and bring them to you. At the top of the next hour, we also have another big round of poll closings in 15 states. That includes several battlegrounds, including Michigan,
Yes, I'm
Wisconsin,
already getting a
and
list from my
Arizona.
wife of stuff to
And we
do.
will leave you now with
Oh man.
one of those
She
Western
wants me to
battleground states.
look on Groupon
Back
and,
soon.
and find her an oil change. I'll do that myself.
Bro, oil change will cost you $40. Full synthetic. Well, for a 4-cylinder, you know.
My son actually is well, I know how to do them, but my son's been learning, so I'll just have him come by and knock it out.
There you go. Oil change ain't nothing, man.
No, the basic shit I can do: oil changes, brakes, all that stuff.
Bro, I'm about to do a rear main seal, clutch, and flywheel.
See all that like that? Yeah. I don't know how to do all that shit. That sounds like a lot of work.
It is a lot of work, bro. You got to take off the transmission, and in order to do that, you got to take out the battery, the intake, your axles, all kinds of shit.
So yesterday I had to take my car in, and this one stumped me. I've never ever in my history of having a vehicle had this issue, but the tire pressure sensor went out. It failed on both sides, on one wheel on each side. And I've never dealt with that shit. So I was like, what the fuck is where's the tire pressure sensor? I didn't know it was in the tire.
It is the valve stem.
It's the valve stem. Yeah. And I was like, how the fuck am I supposed to fix that shit? Like I don't have the equipment for that. So I literally had to take that one in and get a new sensors put in. But that's one thing I don't think I can fix is the tire pressure sensor.
So what you have to do is have somebody take the tire off for you, unless you got the equipment to do that.
Yeah, I don't got that.
There's some videos that'll show you like how to do it without the equipment, but you know it's always still some weird shit. Depending on how big your tires are, they don't recommend it for over 17-inch rims, but they sell a kit at Harbor Freight that's a tire mounting thing. So you could literally like take the tire off, change the thing out, and then put the tire back on, fill it up with air, and then they sell a balancing thing for it too.
See, I don't got none of that. That shit I don't have. I have the basic stuff, change the starter, fucking brakes, oil. I can do that, but I didn't want to mess with it. And they knocked it out in like 10 minutes. It cost me $50 a tire.
Yeah, bro, it's nothing. They literally took the air out, opened the tire up, unscrewed that shit, screwed a new one back in, put the tire back on, and filled it up with air.
Yeah. Let me go. The wife just stood up. Let me go talk to her real quick. Get my list laid out. I'll jump back on.
All right.
Probably jump back on to say, yeah, I gotta go. I'll be right back.
It uses bead bags to balance the trailer. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with using bean bags. As long as it works, that's all that matters. You know, I've been lucky. I haven't had to do any real hardcore mechanics like this in a long time. So I guess I shouldn't be bitching, but damn. What the hell is that? You know, I'm kind of torn because I got some good friends of mine that are like, I don't know who they're actually voting for, but I know they hate Trump and they're definitely not Republicans. So there's a good chance they're voting for Kamala. What up, Rom? And I don't know how to handle that. You know, if she wins, I don't know how to, you know.
All right. Looks like we're going to be going out to dinner in a little bit. But I still got a little bit longer. Well, fuck that. We're going out. Bead bags. Off-road tires.
You can do one of the most daunting things, but not tired. Bro, I'm not a tire specialist, man. I do the full suspension. I've done a full engine swap. I took a engine from like a 99 and put it in a 92. And what that means is the computer systems are different, so they have different sensors and shit, and it doesn't just wire up the same. So I had to like actually figure out how to like relocate a certain sensor and then also wire some other shit in.
Just real quick though, Shaman, look at the difference right here. Look at the Trump rally and then look at the Harris rally.
I'm telling you.
You got the Trump dude sitting there with the MAGA hats, and then the Harris campaign, they're just getting hypey on stage.
That's because like their whole shit was all about like
the fuck?
Don't worry about the actual issues. Let's just come over here and talk to celebrities and be cool and have fun and dance and look, I'm black.
This is literally total opposites right here. Total opposite campaign, everything. That's crazy.
Well, because I think Kamala's acting like they already won.
Yeah.
Which to me tells you it's rigged as fuck, because why are they celebrating when they're down by over half?
Mm-hmm.
Or it was over half. I guess it's not now.
25% now. About.
Looks like Indiana had a lot of electorals, huh?
30%.
Now it's starting to be a close race. But seriously, though, when you see that much red compared to blue, it's amazing how the electoral college or whatever it's called works, because I'm sorry, the majority of the states vote a certain way. At that point, like, I don't know. It's fuck them all.
Yeah, you had total. She's got a huge. She's pulling a huge crowd over there too. She went the whole social media round and TikTok and she got a bunch of celebrities on board.
Listen, there's a bunch of there's more dumb people in this country than there are smart people, right?
Yeah.
And she's catering to all the dumb people. And that's what you have there. You have a bunch of dumb people over there for Kamala Harris. And don't get me wrong, some of them, they're smart in their own way. But obviously, to think, like, if you fall for this shit, I'm sorry. I lose respect for you as an individual and your mental capacity. Like, yeah. I literally do. Like, if people that tell me they want to vote, like, even one of my best friends is probably voting for Kamala. And I just lose respect for him. His family, same thing. They have no clue. I'm like, wow, I have no respect for you now.
I got to play this clip, dude. I don't know if you've seen this one. George Carlin talking about why he doesn't vote. Let me find it. It's about 8 minutes long. I'll probably get
Everybody complains about politicians. Everybody says.
Oh yeah. Is this the club one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hurry, Seiko, contact Kamala for $50. Hashtag give me $50.
I don't complain about.
Thanks, Jay. I appreciate that, bro.
Everybody complains about politicians. Everybody says they suck. Yeah. Well, where do people think these politicians come from? They don't fall out of the sky. They don't pass through a membrane from another reality. They come from American parents and American families, American homes, American schools, American churches, American businesses, and American universities, and they're elected by American citizens. This is the best we can do, folks. This is what we have to offer. It's what our system produces. Garbage in, garbage out. If you have selfish, ignorant citizens, you're going to get selfish, ignorant leaders. And term limits ain't going to do you any good. You're just going to wind up with a brand new bunch of selfish, ignorant Americans. So maybe it's not the politicians who suck. Maybe something else sucks around here, like the public. Yeah, the public sucks. There's a nice campaign slogan for somebody. The public sucks. Fuck hope. Fuck hope. Because if it's really just the fault of these politicians, then where are all the other bright people of conscience? Where are all the bright, honest, intelligent Americans ready to step in and save the nation and lead the way? We don't have people like that in this country. Everybody's at the mall, scratching his ass, picking his nose, taking his credit card out of his fanny pack and buying a pair of sneakers with lights in them. So I have solved this little political dilemma for myself in a very simple way. On election day, I stay home. I don't vote. Fuck them. Fuck them. I don't vote. Two reasons I don't vote. First of all, it's meaningless. This country was bought and sold and paid for a long time ago. The shit they shuffle around every 4 years doesn't mean a fucking thing. And secondly, I don't vote because I believe if you vote, you have no right to complain. People like to twist that around. I know. They say, well, if you don't vote, you have no right to complain. But where's the logic in that? If you vote and you elect dishonest, incompetent people, and they get into office and screw everything up, well, you are responsible for what they have done. You caused the problem. You voted them in. You have no right to complain. I, on the other hand, who did not vote, who, in fact, did not even leave the house on election day, am in no way responsible for what these people have done and have every right to complain as loud as I want about the mess you created that I had nothing to do with. So I know that a little later on this year, you're going to have another one of those really swell presidential elections that you like so much. You'll enjoy yourselves. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm sure as soon as the election is over, your country will improve immediately. As for me, I'll be home on that day doing essentially the same thing as you. The only difference is when I get finished masturbating, I'm going to have a little something to show for it, folks. Thank you very much.
That's funny.
Actually, you know what? I'm not sure I have heard that.
We're not all able to thank them. Don't share things before checking your sources. I'm trying not to use the F word on YouTube, but like, how dare you, Barack Obama? You liar! Lecture me about accuracy and then let the process run its course. It takes time to count every ballot. Well, not in India, it doesn't.
Oh, this came out today, though.
Yeah,
so I think it's clear why this is coming out today.
Yeah, so Obama's telling us, like,
what's up, Ram?
It's going to take forever to, we may have leaks in the pipes in
if Kamala actually was surging, this tweet would not have gone out. So it's, whatever. We all know it. Politics is a game of self-interest. They don't want to look like fools at the end of this. If it goes longer, there's some probability that things could change in their direction. So yeah, I think he's tweeting according to his incentives. I think that. And again,
well, he is. You're exactly right. And I don't mean to feign shock. I watched this guy for 8 years, but have you ever seen an election go into overtime and the Republican win?
No, not that I can remember. You've been around long. I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, I don't think this one's going. I think that. Trump used this expression, I think it was smart, too big to rig. I think we are, it certainly feels to me on our way to get there.
So here's Chris Wallace. Here's someone I've never quoted. Chris Wallace is one of the most loathsome women in television. But let me just quote this headline. CNN host Chris Wallace argues Kamala Harris would be, quote, a miracle given exit polls.
Well, I don't think a miracle is coming for her tonight. And look, I think that one of the risks. I feel really good about tonight.
I have to break down what Steve just said.
We know
Donald Trump deserves an Oscar,
right? And so, if you look at just every way this machine,
there's an Oscars for acting,
right? What is this machine tried to do? Civil suits first, then criminal suits, then extrajudicial attempts to remove him from his ballot, then more extrajudicial attempts on his life. Not one, but then two. So they've tried every trick and that hasn't worked. And he is still going to win. It looks like, I don't want to count our chickens here, but resoundingly, what's the next remaining step is to impede the administration. And there's multiple ways to impede it. You can impede it through the front door. You can impede it through the back door. And so I think that in some ways, this idea, and I think the little bit of the feigned retreat, the psyop self-consciously and all of this, even if we're not aware of it, is that somehow November 5th is like, yes, then we've done it. Or November 6th, we wake up tomorrow morning, we think we've done it. And I think That's just us getting started. And I think the real fight in some ways either begins or continues.
That's totally right.
And so that's kind of, I think, the check
Can I
that
ask
I
you
want on
a
all this
personal question
enthusiasm.
since, we're on the internet, we can say whatever we want.
Yeah.
How did you wind
My
up?
son's in the
you and
in
Trump
the,
have such an easy
in the process to get a
relationship.
job out there
He
with
seems
me.
to like you. You
It's
seem
kind
to
of
like
cool.
him.
It takes
You
like
ran
2 years to
against
get a
each
job.
other, but you don't do the ass kissy thing that a lot of people do.
I can't.
Well,
yeah.
okay, but I mean, I watched like Mike Pompeo was just like giving Trump a tongue bath every time. Oh, Donald Trump, your hands are so large, or whatever. It's just like repulsive and it's transactional and false, obviously, as Mike Pompeo is. But you don't do that. You never kiss ass. You're
This guy just hates everybody.
You just seem to get along. How did you?
So
how do you
far,
get
so
along with
good.
the guy you ran against? I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the things that I committed myself to in the race is the easy thing to do would have been to slam Donald Trump for something that he said that you disagreed with.
Yeah.
And for me, he actually was objectively the best president of the 21st century. And people said, how could you run against him and say that? Well, first of all, like that's like the easiest thing you could possibly say. You got George Bush, Barack Obama, Joe Biden, and Donald Trump. So it sounded really great, but it's like the most obvious statement I could have made. And people said, oh, is he running as some type of, Trump ally as in the race? So to the contrary, I think we started from a good place.
The hottest
mutual
Supreme Court
respect.
justice.
Yeah.
The best caterer in Tajikistan.
Yeah, but
So that's amazing. How do you not get hit with copyright shit?
Trump's
But
sales tax, which would be a 20%
I
tax.
don't know how I don't get
everyday
hit with.
goods that you
So
rely on to.
there's a difference in copyright strikes and then them demanding to take your video down. Copyright strikes that are monetized. I just don't try to monetize it. I'm not trying to steal this guys' fucking money from off these videos. I'm just trying to play a video and use it as a reacting stream. So I don't monetize it, and I never get an issue. Now, if I go back and then try to monetize it, then they'll dig into it and be like, "Nope, this isn't your content. This is your content." But I'm not trying to make money off it, so I just don't hit the monetize button. And I
but
never.
we're not monetized, so I mean, we don't make money.
And that's I was talking to a couple other channels that aren't monetized. I think they're stricter if you're not monetized, but once you become a partner, like a YouTube partner, and you get monetized, I think they're more lenient on the stuff.
Because you're making them money.
Yeah, because I'm making them money. But when you're not a YouTube partner, I think that they're more, because I've noticed like these channels are getting taken, like the videos getting taken down. I'm like, shit, I've done an 8-hour stream and played music the whole time. Maybe they cut it out, but it stayed there. So I think they're lean. It's what it seems like. They're more lenient when you're a YouTube partner than if you're just starting off. Like not starting off, but you're not monetized yet.
Yeah, because I keep checking my studio to make sure I don't have any alerts. Because apparently they alerted me a couple times when Lazy was playing music videos
Through the month.
and
really?
Have said that.
yeah, like they're like, "Hey, you're not supposed to be doing that. Hey, you're gonna get taken down if you keep doing that." And then
Yeah. Well, we can see it. I was in the chat. We can see it in the chat. I was trying to jump. I was trying to jump in there and be like, "Hey, dude, quit playing the music. You're getting taken down," because it was flashing. I was like, "Your stream's gonna get taken down." And then I remember putting in the chat, "Look at the fucking chat. You're not looking at the chat." Because they were just going on and on and on.
that's what I mean. He had, and it was like, it felt like there was ample time between the warnings too, if I remember correctly.
There
like
was.
I don't think it was like 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes you're down. I think it was like they gave me like hours or some shit,
And the more, and then I think after it got taken down the first time, they were like, "Fuck it, we're gonna get our channel taken down, our video taken down. Let's see what we can do." Then I was like, "Okay, if you guys want to do that, play this song, because there's certain songs you play that they make the most money, so they're definitely copyright. Like there's more dangerous songs to play, and these were at the top of the list. I think
Well,
it's
as soon as he put the not the Beatles, was it the Beatles? I think he played a song on the Beatles, and I was like, "You motherfucker!" And I was like, "You're asking for that shit, man. You can't play anything from like things like that. Like, nah."
Yeah, that was funny.
And then I just fast forwarded it. I had it or rewound it, so I knew we got taken down, and so I went to the stream, and then I was like, "Okay, he played a music video at the end. Okay, oh, he played one before that too." And I just kept rewinding it. Oh, there's a third one. Oh, hold on a second. And then I'm going back like real far, and I'm like an hour in. Oh, he's still playing videos. 2 hours. Oh, he's still playing videos. What the fuck? 3 hours.
Oh, but the one, remember with the one with the guy getting his hand blown off?
Yeah.
I got hit on that one.
I didn't.
It was the first time it said what does it say? I'll look it up right now. Something content, like vulgar content or something like that.
I didn't get hit. I didn't get any notifications about that.
It wasn't a total demonetization. It was just, it was a yellow. So it was like only in certain areas. Let's see.
I was like, oh wait, it was blocked globally. No, that was Lazy Stream. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah, I don't have any notifications except for my weekly recap and monthly recap. That's it.
Let's see. It was. Do you remember the name of that stream? Which one that was?
On mine?
Yeah. Was we streaming on your guys' stream when you showed that?
When I showed that, I think that was the last stream, wasn't it? That just happened on. Yeah, it was something. It was after. It was when the World Series. So when was the World Series?
Oh, okay. Let me see.
Yeah, it had to have been the last stream. That was last week. A few days ago, I think. Can anybody correct me on that in the chat?
No, I'm seeing it right here. It's the one where you put the Sasquatch up on the thumbnail.
That's
I think.
the one.
Is it?
No, that's an old one. Sasquatch is an old one. The last one, I don't even know what fucking thumbnail I did. Let me find out.
Oh, is it the one that I made? Has Platt and you and Lazy on there? There's the little characters.
Live.
October 25th, or is it sooner?
Does your vote matter?
What day was it?
3 days ago. So 11/1.
Oh. Oh, right here. Okay.
If not, it might be the Halloween pop-up stream.
Oh, I guess they took it down because I disputed it, and now it got. Oh no, it's still there.
But I haven't had anything taken down since Lazy.
So it says I got hit on. Yeah, that video.
MK, not the video that we got taken down, the video that we watched the guy's hand get blown off. So, did you fall asleep and miss the stream? Was that you? No, somebody had commented they missed the stream. Oh, that was JR. JR missed the stream. He had fallen asleep, he said. I need to put my alerts for studio because I see people's comments like long after they happen. But I also don't get that many comments.
You are certain that your video thumbnail and metadata meet the. Yeah, it's just that video. They can't run ads because of the violence in the video in some areas. That's all.
Oh, because that's the ad people saying they don't want to run ads on violent videos.
So it makes it yellow. Like in certain areas, it won't play the ads. It won't be monetized, but in other areas, it will.
Oh, who cares? So what, you're gonna make like 11 cents instead of 15? Or like
It's not even that. If I made 11 cents, that'd be a lot. You don't make nothing. I think I got a check coming in from YouTube. I got a whopping $120 coming in on the end of this month.
you gotta go viral, man. You gotta go viral.
I've had a couple videos that went viral. Didn't really do nothing. They were shorts. I passed the fuck out early as fuck last Friday night. Oh shit, Joe's backstage. Damn, Joe, how long you been back there? My bad, dude. I didn't even see you.
Oh, just a second. I ain't been back there long.
I'm over here fucking lollygagging.
Oh, what's happening?
What's up, dude?
I got some new earbuds in, so I don't know if you can hear me or whatever.
Let's see. Let me edit your mic settings. Maybe make it louder. Say something.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Still a little
Is it
bit
coming
low.
through?
Yeah, now I got you. I turned your mic up.
Nice. Yeah, I had like 2 sets of the same kinds, and so I had 4 earbuds, 2 sets, and I don't know. Somehow they got dwindled all the way down to just 1 earbud. I was like, man, I'm gonna go buy another set. So I go, and they didn't have the ones I normally get, so I ended up with some other ones. So I haven't used them on any kind of live stream or anything, so I don't know what they sound like.
Yeah, they were a little bit low. But you can turn the volume on each person on the stream. You can turn it up. I got yours at the max.
I'll have to mess with the settings on it.
Hey, those
See if I got
headphones, those cheap headphones I was talking about on the last stream, I've used those, and you guys said I sounded fine on them. So, just saying, they're like $10 on with the Black Friday.
That's what these are. These were 10. They're the on ones, but they're not. They're like the
No,
ones that are.
you gotta get the J Labs. You gotta get the J Labs, bro.
Oh, J Labs are good.
I have 2 sets of those, and I actually like the on ones better. Myself.
Both J Labs and On are good. They're decent brands.
But I
my
got the
camera's
low
on.
end. I got like the low end J Labs. There's like
Yeah,
that's like
I'm telling you, I paid
two other ones.
$10. They're normally like $20 or $30.
Dude, I use these. These are my headphones I use. They're literally fucking like $5 headphones. They're Sony, so they're probably $10 headphones.
Look, I use these right here. See them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
So
you
what's
know
the
you can do
deal
that,
with
Shaman? Did you know you can adjust the volume of everybody on the stream?
No, I just learned that.
Yeah. So you actually like on the stream on their PFP, there's those 3 dots. It'll say edit mic settings, and you can adjust their volume high or low. Like so, if someone comes on and they got a loud ass mic, you can lower it.
Oh, that's what's up. Finally.
Yeah.
Man, you know how many streams we've had somebody on, and I'm just like, they're so fucking loud. I hate when they speak.
From the Associated Press.
Well, like when
this
that
is
guy
an
was at the
election
casino,
2024
we could have just
live
lowered
from
it, and
Washington.
we would
Here
be able to
is
hear him
Meg
just
Kennard.
fine. But it was just the background.
We're coming to you now with more AP race calls on this election night. The
So what's
Associated
going
Press
on with the
Trump the winner in the following states: North Dakota,
Just stealing an election.
Wyoming, and
I mean, where are we at though?
vote in
It's
Nebraska.
cool.
predicting
Donald
anything
Trump's
at this
pulling away
point?
now. He's at 120.
Winner in 2 states,
Kamala's at 99,
Illinois,
so it was
and New York.
30%. Now it's about
In addition to the presidential
well,
race,
still about
AP has also declared
no, it's
Democrat
less than
Josh
30%
Stein winner of the governor's race in the state of Carolina.
It's less than 25.
So again,
Good.
you can see on our live voting map next to me those states that are popping up for Trump in red and for Harris in blue. In addition to those race calls, a note that polls have also closed at this hour in a total of 15 states that carry with them
Harris is
a
catching
total
up.
of 157 electoral
That's
votes.
what I'm saying. Just watching them steal it.
Has now ended. Arizona, Michigan, and Wisconsin. Again,
These things are so weird to watch at this point.
a heck of a lot.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Because they'll go from like one way all the way to the other, like within a matter of like 2 or 3 hours.
in Texas.
Yeah.
Back with me. Is
Well, it's every
Sagar
30
Badani
minutes
to
the
break
polls
down these
closing,
race
so it's
calls
like
and talk about the places
just
where
moving
voting
fast.
is now over. Sagar.
Yeah, so I played
like-
that video on the last. It was 11-1 when we played the hand blowing up.
Are there any surprises in what we're seeing here, Illinois and New York? For
Yeah, it's
Kamala
weird. It
Harris,
didn't like
states
it
in
just
the
popped up
Midwest
yellow
for Donald Trump.
And no surprises. I mean, I think the map
because of the
so
violence,
far
which was the first time I've ever had that happen.
the colors that you would have expected.
Yeah, that's
Dude, I don't know.
That's solely because of advertisers. That's it. That's not YouTube. That's the advertisers.
He did better than he had after winning.
I mean, it's YouTube, but you know what I'm saying, though. It's not YouTube actually forcing or wanting
Yeah.
to.
Which is a Democratic stronghold or a
So I asked for a $10 raise a couple weeks back at my work.
play
And they were
for
like, well, we're going to have to talk about it, whatever. We'll talk to you about it. And they had some work coming up. And they're like, well, if you can do a good job on this, we'll definitely, consider it or whatever and come talk to you. So I did the job that they needed. It was a bunch of flooring. So I did that. And then they're like, oh, okay, cool. You know how to do flooring. You know how to do all this different shit, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, yeah, after you get done with this job, we'll go ahead and give you your raise. And I was like, cool. So then they came to me today and they were like, hey, So I know you were asking for a $10 an hour raise, but you're only going to get a $7 an hour raise because that's all we can budget for. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you already told me,
Yeah.
I was getting a $10 an hour raise. I'm like, man. So I like burnt out early today. I was like, fuck this. Took off. So I had a real short day between voting and that.
Hey, at least you got a $7 raise though, but it sucks. They fucking like, yeah, we'll give you 10. Psych.
Yeah, it was just like the way they went about it, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, but we're gonna do some bonus, systems and this and that." I'm like, I ain't trying to listen. I ain't trying to hear about no bonuses. Like, I just want to know what I'm making each hour.
So you're holding my $3 an hour and telling me I could win it back?
Yeah, that's basically, how he was putting it.
See, I take a lot of everybody takes a lot of shit at work. Some people will hold their tongue for it, but don't fuck with the money. That's when
Yeah.
I get pissed off. Don't fuck with the money.
That's what I told this guy.
We like the money.
That's what I told this guy whenever I started. I was like, "Listen, man, here's the deal. Like, the worst thing you can do with me is fuck with my money. I'm like, even if you can't pay me this week, if you come to me like by say like Tuesday or Wednesday of that week and you let me know, I'll be like, listen, this is the terms to make this right, But if you come to me on Friday and say, sorry, I can't pay you, you're gonna get busted in your eye.
Yeah.
It's just, I'm sorry.
People don't realize how much shit we take at work, how much we just let slide by because we know we got a paycheck coming. And then you're gonna fuck with the one thing we depend on. I don't play that game. Don't mess with the money.
But it is cool. Like, I ain't never had any issues with this guy paying me, except for like the very beginning. Once I had to get put in their computer system or whatever. And once I was put in their computer system, it was like I get paid every Friday morning between like 12 o'clock midnight and like 2 o'clock in the morning. I just wake up the next day and my check's on there. It's like clockwork. I'm like, damn, that's pretty odd for in the contracting industry.
Yeah,
You're usually like wondering if you're gonna get your check,
Yeah, that's facts though. That quote from that movie, that's legit. Trump's pulling away right now, by the way. He's like 36% up.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I still don't know about this one, man.
I'm telling you, I've
many
thought
signs.
the elections were rigged since a long time ago, before 2020. You know what I mean? And then it was just so solidified with that shit. And then they were already fucking around. There's already reports
That's what
about.
I'm saying. They're already showing so many signs of this crap happening. It's like, man, I didn't think we were going to even be in this situation yet, where he was ahead at all.
It's because they would just want to give you that hope so that you go, ooh, and it's entertaining. If she's ahead the whole time, then people are just like, oh, fuck it. I ain't going to watch.
Yeah.
I don't believe this. It's all fucking rigged. Hashtag rigged.
Yeah.
This is pretty
you'll
interesting.
find out.
I don't think I've
you'll
ever
find
watched.
out for sure this time.
What's up,
Yeah.
Hilda? You in DC? You in DC, Hilda?
Hilda DC. I'm gonna put her channel in the chat. You guys go check her out if you want.
Chaka, when does it shut down out there?
Over here in California, it shuts down at 8. So I got 2 more hours.
We're counting on you guys. We're fucking counting on you guys, man.
Yeah,
It was kind of funny what Elon said about when he was on Rogan.
What'd he say?
Like, he said, "This is your last chance." He said, "If you don't vote this time," he said that everything's gonna end. The whole country's gonna end up like California.
Hey, dude,
like,
I
oh,
was
shit.
scared when the California governor said he was running for president. When Newsom, I was like, dude,
He
if
will.
Newsom gets in there, the whole United States is going to be like California. California sucks. It sucks here as far as like money wise.
I think there was such a mess going on like during this one, but I was actually kind of surprised he didn't step up on this one. But I think he will in the next one.
Yeah.
And I
heard
think
that, I was like,
I think he'll actually be.
Do you know why he didn't step up on this one?
Money.
he's the
It's
wrong
it's all a money thing.
he's the wrong demographic.
For this round, yeah.
Yeah.
Once you get some more older people out over the next, term or two, yeah, then it's going to be all about.
No, after Kamala, they'll have to run her again, of course. But after her, they'll probably put him in. As long as they can keep him looking clean, because they gotta. People already forgot about all the 2020 shit.
Oh, we got that guy in backstage. What up, that guy? What's up, dude?
What we doing over here?
What's up, homie?
What up?
Here's Hilda's channel right here.
Hey, bro.
Hey, bro.
After
Where's
tonight,
Hilda from?
you should be able to come get some green.
I hear. But I can just get it, I can get it cheaper.
Shut up.
Bro.
Shut up. It's not what the point. The point is you can come here and get it. Okay?
True. I could travel, 1,200 miles. Or I could travel, 50 miles.
In big tech.
That's all the further you are away.
And it's hard. Like, I feel like if I was a leftist, like, we'd win
I
elections.
thought you were going on like multiple hour trips or something.
I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
I thought it was like a multiple hour trip type thing for you.
To go to Florida?
No. Oklahoma.
Yeah.
No, man, Oklahoma is like 50 minutes away.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. I thought you were.
That's crazy. You're right
somewhere.
on the border, huh?
Oh shit! I didn't know
Well, Dallas ain't far from Oklahoma.
Is that where you're going to the casino at?
Yeah.
Dude, that guy, they're
have them
building
in
a
Texas?
damn Hard Rock Cafe casino 10 minutes from my house. 10 minutes.
Oh, you're about to go, bro.
Fucking 10 it's even less than 10 minutes, actually. That's crazy.
Chaka, what do you play?
I play blackjack, slots. Usually I make if I ever win, well, this last trip I went, I got a hand pay off of a slot machine. I think I won like $4,000. That's the most I've ever won in Vegas. But usually it's like blackjack or a card game.
Nice.
I play baccarat and roulette.
Roulette, I play a little bit of it, but I don't really know. Like roulette and craps, I don't know. Craps is hard to play for me. There's a lot of rules.
It's pretty easy if you once you get to playing it for about an hour and you understand what all the rules, because you see a lot of people go through it. But other than that, like, I can't just walk up to a table right now and go play. I have to sit there and watch people to learn how to bet on that shit, because it's hard.
I can walk up to the table and bet, but I'll usually bet with the house and piss everybody off. Because the house usually wins, so I'll bet that the dude's gonna lose, and it's 50-50.
Trump is up to 195. He just won Ohio.
I see 177. Maybe this one isn't updated.
It just says 195 over here. It just.
That's what I'm talking about. You better have won Ohio. Shit.
So he's already up.
It's Ohio red at 177.
He's up 75% already. More now if it's 195.
I know it's them swing states are going to count, though. That's what's going to hurt. It's because, like, there's counties that are in Georgia, they don't want to call it, because there's a county that's a high population that's at 0% right now, because they said that they suspended the polls or something, and so they haven't turned anything in.
Of course, because there you go.
Yeah, and they're sitting
That's gonna be their count, their county that puts them over the top or something.
It's the same one they did last time. It was in Georgia. They caught a lot of the people pulling in the tubs out from under the other table once they told the other people to go on break and shit.
I mean, what they do with all the ballots that they burned? I mean,
yeah, no shit. What do you do about that? How do you even figure out who's? I mean, you can't figure out whose it was, right?
No.
And to notify those people and say, hey, go vote again.
Well, the only way to know, well, if it was a drop-off box, then it's kind of like, hey, if you dropped your shit off at this box, but who knows that those people see that message?
Yeah, we don't know what they reported in that county, but most of the news channels are like limiting what you can actually see.
Yep. I'm telling you, man.
Everything is so censored right now. It's horrible. It is so bad.
It is. I'm surprised that I'm even allowed to show this stuff. I'm surprised it
That's
hasn't
why
gotten
I
taken down
keep
yet.
checking the fucking YouTube studio.
I don't think anybody's gonna be like tagging people for showing any kind of election stuff. You know, there's gonna be so much of it. It's like, how do you determine who to go after and who not
I
to?
know it's AI that does it, though.
Yeah.
You know, they just go, you played this, you're not allowed. Boom. That's it. It's automatic shit. You don't even have to get told on.
Have y'all's polls closed over in or y'all don't have y'all closed? When does y'all's polls close in California? An hour?
8 p.m. So we got about it's 6:19 right now, so it closes at 8.
Okay.
They didn't the Amendment 3, which was the recreational use, didn't get enough to pass.
I didn't think it would.
That's bullshit. Because those commercials they put on were misleading. They put on these commercials telling people that, oh, if you do that, they're gonna be smoking everywhere, and we can't stop it. In stadiums, and they say, imagine 70,000 people in a stadium, in restaurants, and I'm like, you can't smoke.
Yeah. Well, I even seen it. I seen it on X. The little black gay guy that lives down in Miami. He was talking about it. He was like, I'm all for smoking weed and everything, but I don't want to walk around. I mean, Florida's paradise, and you just don't want to walk around people sitting over here smoking weed and throwing this shit on the ground. And everywhere you go is you just got, they say he called it basically like lower grade people, stoners. It just lowers Florida's attractiveness, is what he was saying, I guess.
Like the curb appeal, lower Florida's curb appeal.
I guess if you legalize weed all the way, they're thinking it's going to end up like California and Colorado.
When you have a
And
state like that gets hit with hurricanes constantly, it's like, man, why don't you give your people a chance to kill their anxiety from time to time? Like,
you can get it. You just got to pay the state. I mean, you can get as much as you want. You can get as much as you want to. Pretty much. Whatever you can smoke. Like if you run out, they'll give you a couple ounces of weed per month, plus thousands of milligrams of distillate and
But you have to get it
concentrate.
from a dispensary, though. You can't like get it off the street. You still can't have an open. It's got to be a sealed container if it's in your car and shit. Like, nah, fuck all that, man. You still so many rules to that shit is bullshit.
Delaware goes to the cunt.
Fuck all that. That's fucking bullshit.
Hey, Texas is red. That's all, and Florida's red. That's all that matters.
Well, that's not all that matters, but you're right. That matters a lot. That's those motherfuckers aren't red. There's some issues. There's some big fucking issues.
Hey, full synthetics a little bit. It's more, so it's like $70. That's a lot.
You got a V6?
Oh, we use it.
How much is y'all's gas over there right now, Chaka? Where you in like the city part or rural, normal suburbs?
I'm in the city. How much is gas right now, babe? It's over. You can't find.
$3.99.
Well, this is. I guess it's under $4 now. It's $3.99, but it hasn't been under $4 in a long fucking time.
we're at 252 here.
God damn. Where are you at?
It's 239 over here where I am.
What
And
the
you're in
fuck?
Texas, Tiger?
Holy shit.
Dude, it's like
You guys
it's
are
over
like
$5
fresh
a
out the boat though. or off
Look,
the
look.
pipeline.
No, look over here. This gas price it changes like the stock market. It'll change the price 2-3 times a day. Like sometimes it'll start out at 289 in the morning, and then it'll be 250 by the end of the day. And when I seen it at 239, I was like, babe, look at this shit. I was like, and then it'll switch. I mean, it goes back and forth.
Tires on Oak Street.
Oh man, our shit's like for the cheap shit. At the cheapest it'll be is like 330, and that's the cheapest it's been in a long time.
Damn, it's still 330 over there.
So expensive, dude. It's crazy.
Well, you know, I buy premium, so I look at that. It's been like 378 at the lowest, but normally,
Man, premium's different, bro. We're talking about unleaded. All right.
yeah, I know. And I was giving you regular unleaded pricing.
No, if you use premium at 330, unleaded is going to be about 250.
I'm not using premium at 330. I'm telling you, unleaded price at 330.
Limited time only. Redeemer 50% off.
Well, I'm about to Google gas in Orlando.
Gotten down to 370 on premium, but that's not what it is. It's up there about
Somebody look up the gas prices at Wawa, and bring it on screen.
Can I go?
Or that's high for Florida, being that Texas and everywhere else is low too. California is normally the most expensive state.
Yeah, I'm kind of pissed off. We paying California prices.
$1.50 a liter. Steve, take your
we're a little
metric.
cheaper.
You guys are way on the inside. I'm not going to take a cruiser.
Tell me I've been paying.
Everybody else is reading off how much a gallon he's in liters.
We need four more seats to take the Senate. Take majority of Senate.
What the hell, Steve?
Ted Cruz wins Texas. We stay red, baby. Ha ha. Fuck you, all red.
Those damn Canadians. I guess.
Bro, I've been seeing this dude all red's commercials. So, oh my god, it's horrible. They just keep repeat. We just need 4 more seats, man.
December 2nd, baby.
Oh.
See, if we win Senate, then if they do steal the election, everything will have to go through the Republicans anyways before she could pass it.
Well, she get an executive order on that shit.
Yeah, she could. But getting everything passed is going to be hard.
Yeah, they're tricky, sneaky people, man.
Oh, yeah. Something's going to, I mean, it's already been happening all day. We don't know what else is going to happen. But, you know, machines not working, people that they got these little routers hooked up to that ain't supposed to be hooked up to at all. Machines not working, and all the hard drives need to be replaced up in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Flash drives aren't syncing.
Yeah, down in Arizona and New Mexico, where in the the Indian counties where none of their machines were working, nobody could vote up there.
CNN got their video taken down.
Really?
This is
wow.
Yeah.
Because the music playing in the background.
Probably. Because I had it set up on the top just so I can click to it.
That's funny. Fucking CNN. Texas stays red, man. Woohoo! All the way red.
Yeah, y'all got some fucking libs over there, bro.
In Texas?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Dallas is full of them. Every city, dude. Austin is the worst.
Every major city is full of libs.
Yeah, because that's where they're populated. It's the most population is in the major cities, and that's where they need the vote at. Rural counts if there's enough rural ones, but That's where the richest people are. Like Dallas has more, millionaires and billionaires in Dallas than anywhere else in the U.S. They're just rich, but it's also a sanctuary city. They were dropping busloads of these MFers and trying to allow them to vote, and Dallas is full. There ain't no more room for them.
Fuck them all.
And then I was over with my neighbor yesterday. I spoke with my neighbor, and I was talking to him, and he wasn't. He like, nah, I ain't voting in this shit. And I was telling him about everything going on, and he's like, man, I just ain't paying. And then he's like, man, I went to work today. I was outside flying a drone with my son. Whenever he pulled up, we almost hit his truck. It flew right underneath his truck, and he's like, bro, you ain't gonna believe this. I started talking about some of the stuff you was talking about at work, and these dudes started flipping it, like went nutty. And I was like, for real? And he's like, bro, I didn't know it was like this. I was like, I'm telling you, you can't mention nothing around these libtards, dude.
That's why you're not supposed to talk about politics at work.
Politics and religion. I'm not supposed to talk about it. Those are always conversations I try to stay away from.
Bro, everywhere I go over here in Texas, though, they're like, I was like, what y'all doing for the election? Like, we're about to put some Kamala signs out front so people don't pull up and we're not busy. Damn. Dude, I go to the gas station right up here and they got Trump memorabilia everywhere. They got cards, they got keychains, they got hats, boots, they got everything.
My wife just Trump flags? My wife said she does the Uber Eats and stuff. She said that everybody's out right now with Trump flags on their cars everywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
That's badass. I would love to see California turn blue. That would be like because
earlier, bro.
you know that, like, I mean, because it's a lifelong blue state, and who they say did that? Was it Ronald Reagan days? That's when I don't know.
Yeah,
They're talking about
some shit like that, maybe.
California's all blue, but how can y'all live like that in the major cities over there? That is just bad. I mean, you could steal under $950 and not get in trouble at all.
Dude, literally, there's people just loading up shopping carts and walking out. Didn't he say he saw one the other day? Yeah, they got it down to science. They're taking. Somebody came with a dolly and just walked. Oh, I saw the video. Walked out with a dolly full of beer and walked on out.
It's so crazy. Like, thanks. Thanks for the cheese,
like
bitch.
a dolly had like a bunch of 12 packs stacked up and was just like walking out.
And you go do that at stores, and now you can open up your own store.
Like, no crap, bro. I'm about to come over there and be like, hey, I'm about to go grocery shopping. Y'all need anything?
For real?
All right, I'll be right back.
My oldest son works at Albertsons here, and they're like not supposed to do nothing. They're just like, all right, well, you took it.
It's crazy.
A lot of places apparently setting their prices to $951 now and discounting.
Yeah. It's crazy how Trump can have almost the entire state is red, but just these few counties has more population than the entire state.
Yeah. Hey, what was that video on, babe? I was showing. Was it Instagram?
Crypto is presumping. Speaking of presumping, I'm gonna go get a gluten-free muffin.
Did you send it to me?
Yeah, send it. Don't be showing nobody though.
What's it on?
That's your weenie only.
Official what?
Official ICIAL _ Kern County activities disease concerns. 242,000 in the states. Kern, all of one word.
Oh, yeah, with his,
Activity.
it's on their story. Oh, okay, let me show you. Here's that dude still in. This is Instagram page right here is all my county, their activities that they go on. This is the dude walking out the store with the beer. Look, he's got a fucking dolly full of beer. Can you guys see it?
And see all this, at 7 o'clock, boy, it was all over the place, okay? And then at 8 o'clock hours, Trump usually took a lead there, but then the margin started to close over after
Crazy, man.
the line moved and then moved and then moved for 7 days until finally it reached that margin of 12,000 votes separating Biden from Trump in the two states. So
What store is this? Rite Aid?
the difference is that was the COVID election, and that was a lot of matter
It's a Rite Aid, huh?
I think you're right about that in Georgia. I think
Oh, Trump might get Georgia, but
that guy.
yeah.
This is the dude that was stole the. This is in right here. The dude that stole from the Rite Aid over here with a dolly full of beer. Look, you got 2 dollies full of Michelob Ultra. It just fucking walks out.
Oh my God.
That's funny.
That's just a few $100, so they're not even close to being a crime.
They're not even tripping on it, dude.
Oh man. I tell you what, guys, this is the fate of our nation, and I know that sounds like what everybody always says, but it just hits different this time.
Kind of does, doesn't it?
From the Associated Press, this is an
Because
election.
it's true, bro. It really is, because if she gets elected, we are going to go to war. We're going to be looked at as a weak ass country. People already make fun of us right now. We don't have the military to fight Putin and Korea and China. Watch, they're going to try to take over. They're going to see a weak America, and it's at its boiler's point. They're going to see everybody turned against us, or everybody's divided against each other. And when our nation's divided, we're going to be at our weakest, and that's when they're going to hit.
Well, my daughter is
With me
scared
to
if
dive
Kamala
into all of
gets
these race calls and some other
elected.
updates
She's
from
in
this
the
election night
military.
is
She's
Sagar
scared
Meghani.
that she
Sagar,
thinks
Bro.
that we'll go to war
Where the
if
news is
if
coming
Kamala
fast and
gets
furious.
elected.
It is. So these
We will. I'm scared, for my kids, and just who knows what's going to happen. Nobody knows what's going to happen, because there's going to be, because that all these people have been bussed in. That the illegals here. That the rig is on. Without X, you wouldn't know any of that.
some other
But now we know all the stuff that's happening. So there's gonna be some bullshit that happens.
There's some fuckery going on.
Yeah, the Democrats made it out like Republicans are Nazis and all types of shit. So they're always going to have hatred towards Trump.
7 for 7 in statewide.
And the Republicans are just trying to expose the left for who they are. But if she wins, none of that's going to come out. That's the reason she's busting all these people, because they know that they can't win on their own. So they need these illegal immigrants to count on the ballot. Just like with all these missing kids, Are the kids, are they going to register these kids? Are they going to say they're old enough to vote? What are they doing? Where are these 350,000 kids at? They placed all these immigrants in all these big cities, and we don't know what they've done to alter their identity to get them to vote.
Hiring as a Democrat.
They're already, people's already had complaints like they went to vote, but they've already voted. Somebody's already voted for them, bags and bags of mail-in ballots, that are fraudulent just being dropped off. It's going to be stolen. And somehow, some way, they're going to drag it out to where Trump can't get in office, because the politicians and the elites are in these Epstein list and these Diddy list, and it's the biggest sex trafficking ring known to man, and it's going to have all the elites from the left and Hollywood all involved, and that's why this is so important for them to win, and it's important for us to win because they're just going to wreak havoc on our lives with taxes, and nothing she does is going to help us at all.
And it'll be even worse here in Cali, man. We pay taxes already is fucking crazy. I don't know. It's getting to where it's I don't know how it's getting hard to even afford to live here.
Mm-hmm.
It's expensive. And if you have a family, it's super fucking expensive. I make good money. It's hard to live here, man.
Bro, I've spent $400 on groceries 2 weeks in a row so far. $378 one week and $390 last week. And
So my wife said we're doing how much? We're spending $300 a week in fucking groceries, and that $300 ain't shit.
No, it ain't shit at all.
It ain't nothing. I'm like we're getting to the point where I'm like, this is getting hard now. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's bad. And I mean, everything's just so expensive. You can't do nothing anymore. I mean, you go to a water park, but it costs you $500 just to get something to drink, eat, and have a good time, when it shouldn't be like that.
Oh yeah.
We found, bro. It used to be $25 to get in these places, and you can get a drink for $5. Now the drink's $15 because you have to buy a souvenir cup. But if you want a regular cup, it's $12, and refills are $4.95.
Yeah.
It's
just outrageous. Even the fast food places are going up. Me and the wife went to a burger spot here and where I'm at, and between me and her, she ordered a pastrami sandwich, and I ordered a pastrami burger combo. $50, bro.
Yeah.
$50.
We went to Subway the other night, got 4 subs for $40-something. And it was a 6-inch sub, 1 6-inch sub, 2 wrap, and 2 footlongs.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, have you ate at Five Guys before?
Five Guys is expensive.
I haven't eaten there.
Bro, it was $30 for a burger, fries, and a drink.
Because they charge you. They don't have combos. They charge you for the burger. They charge you for the fries. They charge you for the drink.
I know. Jesus.
Fuck Five Guys.
Bro, CC's all-you-can-eat pizza used to be $5.99.
And then so me and the wife and my son went to a buffet just the other day. When was it, yesterday or day before? Sunday, we went to a brunch buffet at a Mexican spot. It only cost $18 for all you can eat buffet. It was fucking nice, cheap. Food was good. Now $18 will get you a combo meal at some of these restaurants. That's it.
Yeah, I know. McDonald's. I try not to let my kids eat McDonald's anymore, but McDonald's is through the roof. I mean, what used to be $1 burgers now $3.50, $4.
They don't have a dollar menu no more. They just have a value menu. It's not called dollar menu no more. Value menu.
Fuck that. Fuck them. Fuck everything.
Yeah.
Bro, it's and it's just gonna get worse. Her policies, she said, had looked at it by economists at the greatest in the world, but if you're gonna raise corporate taxes, you're about to drive these people that are to get their product. You're going to cut into wages, and you're going to drive them to get their product from elsewhere, and without putting tariffs on, Chinese manufacturer. You just took working jobs from the U.S. and gave those away because you wanted to raise corporate taxes. So now they got to find cheaper product and cheaper labor. So it's all going to work its way back out to the other area, back over. All the money is going to go to China. They're going to keep, this Kamala and them not about us.
And prices are still gonna raise up, and we're gonna be the ones that.
Yeah.
And what do you think is going to happen when Jobs are getting lesser and lesser. Other people are taking the jobs that are illegal. Prices are going up. People are getting laid off. The tension's getting higher and higher and higher. People are struggling. Kids are having can't get clothes, can't get food. It's getting harder and harder. It's going to cause a fucking civil war.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's why they got DC boarded up, and they got Oregon. Parts of I guess it's Oregon boarded up, and all these Democratic cities. They're boarding up. Like Austin. The capital of Texas. I'm pretty sure. They're gonna be throwing some fits down there because, bro, down there is like some Looney Tunes. I mean, it's the University of Texas, but geez. Them college kids they need their safe spaces and all that.
Yeah, and the college kids, they're quick to start protesting and all that stuff too. They don't take much.
Bro, whenever I was driving through there a week and a half ago, Kamala just went through there. Trump went through there. Elon was there, and they were having an abortion rally at the Capitol. I'm like, what? What are y'all doing? Man, let me get out this place.
Yeah, that didn't pass here. They were trying to take away all the abortion rules and shit, so you can have late-term abortions.
It's so weird that they're fighting. I mean, dude, use a condom, get birth control. What is your deal?
The same people that want to take away your guns so that you can't kill people want to kill babies. So whatever.
I mean, look. I understand that in certain cases that shouldn't even be an issue for us. That should be a woman and her doctor. I mean,
Why do we have to say so on it's her body?
Yeah.
Why do we gotta say so on that?
It should be none of our business, and it shouldn't be publicized. People don't even. I mean, it's just like saying, "Ooh, could somebody come fuck me, knock me up, so I'm gonna have an abortion?" Like it's a fucking game. No, it shouldn't be publicized.
The placenta is
but
made out of man's DNA.
I just feel like they made it a big deal because people were making a sport out of it. And lots of money was being funneled by this Planned Parenthood thing, and it got shut down. I don't understand the whole gist of it. I don't want to because I don't feel it's none of my business. I ain't got no damn vagina. I ain't carrying no baby. I help make the baby, but the women, that's their shit.
It's their body, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't. My personal opinions, and yes, I'm a Christian, and I don't believe in murder, or murdering babies or in the womb or anything like that. But that is none of the general public's business. What
I think it is. I think it's still between the father of the child, and the doctor.
I don't think it should. I just don't think it should be publicized. I don't think it should be a matter of
publicized. But
I don't think it should be a matter of debate. Between presidents about.
Here's the thing.
I mean,
here's the thing that's on the table, though. Right, is what they're talking about.
I just think it's stupid.
People already get abortions here. It's not against anything. I remember my friends getting abortions like back in high school and shit. Like people be getting abortions. What they're talking about is like late term abortions and stuff. When it's like 8 weeks and 9 months, 8 months pregnant and shit. And people are like, nah, I changed my mind. I don't want a baby. Like, nah, you're gonna have to have that shit now. You're gonna have that shit all the way up to 8 or 9 months, like late term abortion and shit. That's what I'm talking about. Not because people, but they made it act like it was like they were taking abortions away. Like, no, they're just leaving it as it is.
Yeah, like I said, I don't understand it. I'm not a woman. I don't think it's any of our business what they want or feel the need to do. I mean, like I said, I just don't think that should be up for debate. And this whole wokeness shit, I don't think that should be. I think that is the LBG needs to kick the rest of that shit off and go back to what's normal because these other people are weird. They're sick in the head. That's not being gay or being lesbian, bisexual, and gay. It's all the same shit. You're gay. They just wanted a different word for it, but then they started adding all this extra shit. And that's when things took a left turn, right dead smack into a wall.
Left.
I think the woke shit needs to go back to where the fuck it came from, hell. And the whole abortion thing, I think they should really tuck that away and let the women decide on what the if they feel the need to do or if it's medically necessary, blah, 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 blah. Maybe they should start teaching about birth control, like they used to, and be like, hey, instead of having to worry about kill a kid inside you, let's go ahead and let the women do what they want to do. But how about we just preach a little bit of birth control, safe
what?
sex. They
It's
used to they
glorified.
used to
Listen, it's glorified and like Gen Z and shit of having abortions. Like people, there's girls that get on TikTok and are like,
You
"Oh,
brag
I've
about
had
it?
12 abortions now." Da, da,
It's
da,
crazy.
da. They basically just use that shit as their birth.
that is fucking sick.
See, my wife said they say let's go get a plan B, and they treat it like it's something cool.
See?
I mean,
But as far
what's
as
wrong?
like
I mean,
the
Plan B is legal though
yeah.
So is an abortion.
everywhere. So
So is an abortion.
yeah, but they just want the taxpayer to pay for it. That's it. Plan B is legal. It's like a legal birth control that you could go get if you feel, that you made a mistake last night or 2 days ago or 3 days ago. You can do that, I guess. Or maybe I don't know if you can wait 3 days, but
Yeah.
but if you feel you made a mistake, you have that time to do so. And in certain cases of I don't want to talk about the whole what shouldn't happen to a woman happens.
Great.
Yeah, but that's between the woman and the doctor. It shouldn't be publicized. No, I mean, we don't need to be talking about it. If they want to talk, if they want to talk about it like that, why don't they talk about the immigrants that they've let in this country where that has quadrupled and the murder rates went up and the crimes went up and how Venezuela, since they dumped their entire prisons and jails over here, 13,000 of them. And all of their immigrants over here, that their crime is down 82%. But everything's up over here. And if they want to talk, they want to make it legal to do that because them people were over here doing that to these women over here now. But instead of just doing that and running away, they're killing them also.
Yeah.
It's just it's a whole clusterfuck, and it really bothers me.
Our world right now is so much more fucked up than people realize. It's just a lot of stuff gets brushed under the carpet, man.
Bro, they're coming up through Texas.
Yeah.
There's
As far as like the woke stuff, that doesn't bother me. Do you whatever you want. Everybody has their own whatever. Love who you want, but it's
No,
when it,
I don't care who
it's
you
when it
love.
gets pushed into my face, like forced, like
I
in
know.
schools and forced on the kids is when I'm like I don't like that. But as far as
That's what
do
I'm
you
saying.
behind closed doors,
Yeah, I don't care if you're gay or who you want to be like, but you're not gonna make me play your ideology or your fantasy that you, sir, are a woman. It's just not gonna happen. I'm not. That's the stuff that bothers me. Is it's ma'am or the dude that's sitting at the table that everybody walks up and says yes sir because you have a deep voice and an Adam's apple. Just because you have your hair in a ponytail, wear glasses and a lipstick, you want me to call you ma'am, but you ain't changing your voice to try to appear, sound like you know who I'm talking about.
I see
The
what you're
little
saying. They're not even
TikTok
trying.
thingy.
They're not going through the process or anything. They're not even trying. They're literally just pretty much cross dressing at this time and want to be called a woman. I
Yeah,
see.
why can't it go back to cross dressing? That's all it was back then. It was just cross dressing. Why can't you just stay a cross dresser and that be it? You go back to what you was doing and have us not call you, make it a law that you that I legally got to call you ma'am now, or how about sex changes? Why does the taxpayer got to pay for these inmates you know, or anybody to have sex changes. Or why are you forcing that on our kids? Why do you want everybody? Why do they want everybody to be gay now, or access to be gay, or
It seems
you
like
know,
that's getting pushed. You're right. And like I said, I don't care if you're gay, bi, whatever you want to go, that's fine. But I don't like it when it's pushed onto my kids who they're just kids.
bro, our whole government is gay. Did he just expose the entire Democratic Party as some weird gay sex ring that it's so disturbing? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey, Cat Williams called it though. He said it. He said it's just about to get crazy, and it's happening.
oh my God, because they know when the elections come out, shit happens. Because they want you to not think of, you know, like something's gonna happen, you know, tonight where, you know, they're not gonna get the polling in, or once we, you know, over in the middle of the night, they're gonna say they're not gonna be able to call it tonight because they don't have, you know, so and so county all the way in, and then overnight, boom, something's
watch.
gonna happen. These machines at a certain time, the votes are gonna swap from Trump to Harris, or you know, ballots are set to the side but are in, you know, haven't been scanned yet, or you know, a machine is going to show that it was scanned at a certain time. A ton of them are going to come in.
And then but there'll also be something like, watch, there'll be some kind of celebrity news that everybody's gonna be like, oh, this really, and it's gonna detour everybody from the attention of what the hell's really going on. Something's gonna happen tonight, I think. Watch, I bet there'll be some kind of celebrity news also, some crazy off the wall.
More from the Diddy list.
Yeah,
Diddy
yeah,
found
more
that.
the Diddy list. Yeah,
Diddy committed suicide.
Yeah, something like that. It's gonna happen. Watch, and we called it right now.
Something's gonna fucking go wrong. But I don't think God's playing around though. I really do think he has his hand in this. I think by the grace of God, something's not gonna work in the Democrats' favor, and their satellite transaction might get blocked by Elon, or we catch it in clear view somehow. They're like, yeah, you know, we got a transmission coming from, you know, hit these machines. Something's gonna happen. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something. They're gonna say something happens.
We'll see. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, we ain't gonna hear about it on the news. We're gonna have to be scrolling the X to find out.
For real, isn't that crazy?
I've never understood what everybody said meant by censored. But then you go and you start trying to do that. Everybody's like showing you screen videos of them trying to search for something. Whoa. That's,
yeah.
But like you said that you can't, like if you looked up, you know, where to vote for Trump, it wouldn't give you a location or anything where to go to vote for Trump if you look it up on Google. But if you ask that for Kamala, it gives you her website, like, and it shows you you know, how to go vote for Kamala.
And you got Alex Jones just talking his shit right now, doing his thing.
Oh, bro, he is. He's gonna you should be playing his InfoWars live.
Oh,
They're doing it. They're doing everything live. So and they are watching so many polling stations, bro. They got so many people watching, and he knows the steal's going to come tonight. And he keeps saying that. And he's like, if not, he's like, if somehow Trump should win, but he said if he don't, he said they're going to try to shoot him. They're going to try to kill him again. I've got word that they've already got articles of impeachment ready to go. Because they're going to try
word or something though.
Yeah, they're going to start their lawsuits if he somehow beats the machine tonight. They already got their lawsuits ready to go to try to not certify him. But they said in the next 70-something days, It's gonna be riots and all types of crap.
I can see the riots. I was on a channel earlier, just a random. They were talking about the election, and they're all predicting that the riots are inevitable. What's going to happen if no
Oh
matter who
wow, the swing states are turning. She had such a big lead.
Oh, it's 180. You got 188 Trump, 99. He's almost up by 100% almost.
It shows 195 over here, 117.
What are you watching? What are you watching?
Fox News.
Because you're way ahead of mine.
Fox News Live. Look at that, Pennsylvania. It was wow. That it was like 5 or 6 points in Democrats' favor. Now it's just like half a point.
$73,000 Bitcoin right now.
What?
$73,264.45.
Holy shit. And if Trump wins, that shit's gonna hit fucking
It's gonna
80
hit 100
tonight,
grand, dude.
bro.
It's
Do you
gonna
have any
have
Bitcoin?
$100,000 Bitcoin.
Do you own any?
I have a little bit of Bitcoin. Nothing, not much. Nothing to like retire off of.
I ain't got none. I was going to, but I was gonna buy a little chunk of something, but I was probably gonna throw it into something because like Brett went down pretty low, like 750 million. I was gonna throw a little chunk into it, but I haven't. I don't even know where it's sitting at.
I know somebody that I seen with my own eyes that has 6 Bitcoin.
Really?
And I bet you they're gonna be making bank right now.
In our GC?
No, that's somebody I work with.
Oh damn.
6 Bitcoin. I never actually seen it. I was like, wow. I can't find Alex. What's Alex Jones' show called?
Alex Jones Live. If you go to his Twitter page, it'll all be right there. And
is it only on Twitter?
huh?
It's only on Twitter or what?
Yeah.
He's probably
Well, he got the website too, but like I find the link on Twitter. Because like his live show is on Twitter, but it's also on his website.
So I believe this is his live show here.
You know, I have a lot of friends into running for their local office.
Trump is at 205 now.
Very viral in the past month. You know, she announced she was running from the stage of our premiere at
See, even his is behind. Alex Jones has 188, 199. Fox News is ahead of everybody.
with no money behind her, with simple, raw truth. You know,
205,
things
117.
happening at the undercurrent of you're trying to wave our way, and I just hope that the American people don't take the bait, understand. There's a lot we can do with the disappointment and the rage that we're all sitting on to actually turn things around in this nation in a way that I don't think we ever dreamed was possible in the next few years together. But the attitude in this room is very positive. Everyone you can
Fucking
imagine
Bitcoin is on fire right now.
for Hollywood, thank
I'm
God.
surprised.
They're all here, and they're all very supportive on the same place.
Because they want Trump to win.
Well, yeah, but watch it, it'll drop right off.
It'll fucking fall off a cliff, bro, if he loses.
Oh, dude.
And so I think
it'll probably go to the lowest it's ever been.
the severity of this moment, and that it's not to stop fighting. You guys are up to speed on that way beyond.
All right, check back in with us.
We got 48 House seats. We need 3 more to take majority.
Friend, I've known you for years. We've become really good friends, and you really helped me out. And you're the guy that got me to finally triggered me to get up off my ass and get in shape. Joe Rogan was telling me to do it, but you finally did it. This guy behind the scenes literally got it going.
Do you know his history? That guy? Have you been keeping up with Alex Jones since like back in the
You're
day?
doing a great job, Alex.
Bro, he's been on air for years.
Yeah,
Alex shows up
it's been
I
a while.
love Alex, dude.
and ready to do it. So
He's such
we'll
a
make a big announcement later about what this is all about. But your brother and all the info work, all of you, and keep reporting.
We
good
love
stuff.
you too.
Thank
Out of
guys.
everybody where the real fights about all the stuff Mickey Willis and Maha. He's gone. Here we go. Cut to him. It's kind of a cool shot and walk around in Mar-a-Lago. All right. Wow. Let's hope Owen, he's not wrong. I mean, it's looking razor close. And here's the bad news. We knew it was coming. Just like the other battleground states before, overhead shot. This is what they did in Michigan. Boom. It's close, or the Democrats are losing, and then they call Virginia, even though it's too close to call, and then bloop, bloop. That's what happened in 2020, and this is what they were trying to do then. And we've been saying, we hope it's this, where, the fraud doesn't work, because we know the fraud's there. It's been confirmed more than ever. And instead, it's starting to look like that. They haven't gone above yet, but they're going straight up right now, and that's what's being reported out of Virginia, where it was too close to call, but they did call it, and now magically that the polls have closed, and they can close the doors and do their magical work. Owen, Harrison Smith, it looks like we're seeing the skyrocketing. It looks like we're seeing that special event.
I would say, and that meme you have, really, it's the Democrats. Their straight line up was before the election this time is the only difference. We caught them after the election last time, so now they just do it straight up. But actually, I have good news, Alex. I actually come with good news right now. Pennsylvania is now trending towards Trump.
Yeah.
Like I said, you're going to need record turnout. You're going to need record turnout in rural Pennsylvania, and it might be coming through. This is what we're up against, guys. Give me Philadelphia County real quick here. This is the big number right here. Harris still has, this is going to be ridiculous. Hillary Clinton got 500,000 votes in 2016 in Pennsylvania County. Biden got 600,000 votes, an astronomical, impossible increase. That was the straight up that we saw. Now, let's just assume Harris gets 600,000 votes here. She's got, or let's say she gets a little bonus activity too. So there's 400,000 votes remaining on the table in Philadelphia. Guys, zoom back out here and Montgomery County, or just west of Philadelphia County here too. Let me just look at these numbers real quick. Guys, give me these counties outside. Okay, so she's still got some votes on the table in Chester County. Not that one. There's not as many there. She's still got some votes on the table in Delaware County. And then, guys, look up north here, and in Montgomery County, we've got a lot of returns. But so she's probably still got at least 600,000 votes, I'd say, on the table in the greater Philadelphia area. Guys, let's zoom back out real quick. Let me look at Pittsburgh, and let me see. I think the returns are actually not so bad for Trump in Pittsburgh. Guys, let me look at Pittsburgh real quick here. Not too bad, actually. If Trump can come in around 40% in Pittsburgh, that will actually help him on the state level. All right, so zoom back out. So here's what we're looking at, and there's different numbers coming in. It's on a razor's edge. I don't know if you have different numbers than what I have right now here.
Yeah.
They've just flipped. Okay, Trump has just taken the lead in this race. Trump has just taken the lead.
Yes.
Both candidates got to 3 million in 2020. Never been done before in Pennsylvania. It's all the vote steroids. Who knows where this race is going to finish? Both candidates got to 3 million in 2020. We'll see where this one finishes. Things are trending for Trump, though. I'm going to tell you right now.
It's literally. I'm sorry. Pennsylvania is literally just flipping back and forth minute by minute at this point. I'm watching the returns live on Google, and it's Kamala ahead, Trump ahead, Kamala ahead. At this point, it's saying Trump is ahead. But we're talking about a difference of around 10,000 votes.
I would say, if I'm being friendly, it's going to be the rural counties, record turnout versus whatever the cap is for the Democrats in the Philadelphia area. If I'm being dark Owen, you basically have the incredible effort that the Trump campaign put into rural Pennsylvania versus the incredible effort that the Democrat Steele is putting forth in Pennsylvania. This thing is going to be on the razor's edge. Now, here's the good news. If Trump wins Pennsylvania, his odds to win this deal, it's like I'm not going to seal the deal, but if Trump wins Pennsylvania, ladies and gentlemen, things are going to be looking very, very good for Donald Trump moving forward. But this thing is going to be flipping back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And
that's about to hit 75.
If we have another situation where both candidates get to 3 million votes, then that means Trump is probably going to have to get 3.3 million votes, I think, to win Pennsylvania. And which means that he probably got 3.3 million votes, and Harris was probably closer to 290 or 2.9.
All right, I'll hear more of this in a moment with both of you, and then get Candace's take, and then Roger Stone said to be on in a few minutes. But I want to say something right now. I've been saying this for months. I don't look at the situation and come up with some idea for it now. Whatever happens tonight, the fraud's out in the open. He would have won in a landslide. I still believe and pray he wins, because we can stop World War III. But we're going down this road regardless, whatever road we're on. We're going to find out soon. But the way this brought all these great people together, and the way it brought the best out of Tucker Carlson and Joe Rogan and Elon Musk and Trump and all of us, and the way we saw this outpouring of people coming across political lines because of the common sense and the survival mechanism and the spirit I'm seeing, we're winning the war regardless whether they rig this battle. Now, it'd be a nice little, respite for us if we get Trump in, but then we've got a big fiasco to deal with because they're going to hit us from all sides and hand him an already collapsing economy. Personally, I know they're going to persecute the living snot out of me either way. So I'm committed. I'm not worried. I don't think about myself. I think about the aggregate of everybody. But I just want to say I'm proud to know everybody associated with the truth. And our team has light in their eyes and justice and love in their hearts. And this is historic. And I just want to get that out there, that if they steal this, we're going to expose them, but we're not going to scream and cry about it. And just like Mickey Willis said, all of the big leftists that meant well that were conned, I mean, really great people, not just the famous ones, across the board know what's going on. So they hope they can bring in third world people that are refugees of globalism and lockdowns that they control, and we'll wake them up too. I mean, people want freedom. And so you've seen in Europe where they steal elections and then it comes out, or even when the conservative or populist parties win, the government say we're not going to let you into power in Austria right now.
It's going to wait all the way till Saturday.
You can only
I don't
hold
think
that back so long.
I think
they use parliamentary manipulation with Trudeau
on who's
getting
elected.
19%.
I think
or
that could be
Netanyahu 19%, or Macron 18%. They are not popular. Okay. Now here we got two parties. So it's harder for them to do a parliamentary manipulation with a coalition of groups in the parliament. Here, it's the two big parties. But the fraud brings in, that's the little extra coalition they've got. So, look, this is a long, hard fight, like I've told people. But pray to God we get a bigger majority in the House and Senate to block Harris and block their confirmations if they do get in. But this is an epic moment. So let me bring this up, Owen. Let's focus, because you're on this, and you got the numbers, and Harrison, too. Jump in, and Candace anytime. What's happening in the House and Senate races? What are the projected numbers right now? Because Trump's too close. This is too razor's edge. We'll know more as this unfolds. But what about the House and Senate?
It's looking good, honestly. Everything that I'm seeing.
Yeah, I'm going to go look at that. I'm going to pitch it to Harrison in a second. But look, I've always been the one trying to keep us down to earth, okay? I really like what I'm seeing in Wisconsin right now. Wisconsin is looking very good. And based off of these numbers and trends, this is the best Wisconsin has looked for Trump, and it's still early. Guys, give me Milwaukee real quick. Yeah, that's not a good number. That's not a good number for Harris. Harris is going to need minimum 70% in Milwaukee, maybe even 80. Zoom back out and give me Madison, guys. Let's look at Madison. Okay, yeah, that's probably where she needs to be, maybe in Madison. But if she doesn't let's go back to Milwaukee. I think Harris might need, 70% minimum, but she might need 80% to win Wisconsin. I like what I'm seeing in Wisconsin. Let's zoom back out. This is the best Pennsylvania has looked tonight. This is the best Pennsylvania has looked tonight. And if we zoom in on Pennsylvania, Trump's increasing his lead. Give me Philadelphia County. And this is, look, she's running out of votes here, Alex. She's running out of votes here. So unless she has 700,000 votes in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania trending for Trump. If Trump wins Pennsylvania and Wisconsin, the path to victory gets clear. So I come bearing good news. I'll give it to Harrison, and I'll go look at what's going on in the congressional races.
Well, and it's still way too early to tell in Minnesota, but our boy Royce White is ahead of Amy Klobuchar. But
Yes,
it's still
I love
very
him.
early. But I do like
We
seeing that.
took the lead in North Carolina too. In Georgia, we're up by 5.
Trending towards Trump. Pennsylvania, remember, we started the night with something like 300,000 deficit for Kamala, so he has closed the gap.
Wisconsin, we're up.
Pennsylvania, still ahead in Virginia, 60% reporting.
Yeah, we were hitting
That race is
75K
still
Bitcoin
razor
right now.
thin, less than 30,000
Bro,
differential there.
that is insane.
Trump.
That's crazy.
Georgia seems like a Trump lock
Trump
at this 81.
changes the entire world, bro.
So I don't know why they're not calling. I don't know why they call Virginia and not Georgia at this
Well,
point.
let me just tell you this. I just talked to 3 people in the Trump campaign, high levels. I was for 20 minutes. I've been texting him, seeing him, and Ellen's not wrong. They said it was looking bad for the last 45 minutes, but it's just flipped back to Trump. The president's very confident.
Dude, it literally every
And,
time it flips back
I'm
to
going to be
Trump,
talking
the
to
price
some
goes
other
up.
folks with our Pentagon connections, but
trip.
But they could really pull some crap in the West here. So we should finish up, Harrison. I'm sorry to interrupt. And then let's start wargaming how they could try to steal it after that. But it's flipped back. So this is talk about a nail biter. Because remember, we're up against this wall of fraud. And then, yeah, Owen, you get in there. And I want to know the Senate and House numbers, or Harrison. You guys go ahead.
I'll give you a quick Senate update. It looks like the Democrats are going to hold on to their Senate seats in Wisconsin and Michigan, but
The market as a whole is up.
and that's I think that's just based off the power of the incumbency.
I wouldn't
but
call no bill.
if the trend
bull run
continues
until
in
at least it gets to
Pennsylvania,
2
it
trillion.
looks like Trump could drag McCormick across the finish line, and that would give, I believe, at this point, Republicans +2, picking up West Virginia, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Arizona's too early, but it's not looking good for Carrie Lake, unfortunately. I don't get it. She's fantastic, but that's just early numbers that we're getting in. So I'm looking at this right now, and if Trump wins Pennsylvania, he drags McCormick across the line. You're picking up a Senate seat, and you're getting +2 in the Senate. But let's just continue. Let's not get ahead of ourselves on Pennsylvania, but it's looking good. But even with some of the good numbers we're seeing in Wisconsin, it looks like the Democrats are going to hold on to that Senate seat for now.
Yeah, so as of now, 1 seat has flipped from Democrats to GOP in the Senate, and in the House, 2 have flipped from Democrat to the GOP. So maybe that's a silver lining here. But yeah, things are still very much up in the air for everything. And that's the craziest thing to me is how razor thin every single one of these states is, how they keep flipping back and forth. And Wisconsin, 44% reporting, we're talking about less than 2,000 vote difference there. So, I mean, razor thin doesn't even describe it. Michigan, less than 20,000 differential there. So really shows you how important that voter turnout is. And, these races could be decided by a couple hundred votes at the end of the day. Still waiting. Pennsylvania, 50% reporting, and Trump is leading by 74,000 votes at this point. So
I think
razor thin.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say, again, I think it was safe to say +4 in the House for Republicans. I'd say it's +4, maybe +8.
Hey, fellas, I think I'm gonna go ahead and jump off. I gotta get something to eat. I've already been streaming going on 4 hours, 3.5 hours almost.
3 hours, 17 minutes, and 20 seconds.
3 hours and 17 minutes. I didn't plan on going that long. Shaman, are you gonna start up a live, or that guy? You starting up a live or anything?
Shaman's streaming on his right now.
Yeah.
I mean, do you guys want me to end it or leave it on? Because you guys can't control the
Oh
nothing.
yeah. That's right. We can't do anything.
Unless there's a way that I can get it to where you can. You'd have to log into my StreamYard though.
Oh, you'd have to make me
Administrator or something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cause that's what I did for the Laser Shaman show.
Or Shaman can just start one up. Or we could just end it.
Yeah,
and
so
part ways and not see who our new president is, not together at all. Just
I
we can cheer all by our lonesomes.
got to eat. Shama, you should start with that, bro.
I might. I don't know. I'm getting tired though.
You're
All
gay.
right. If we'll see if I come back and I have time, I'll start back up again. But I gotta take the kid to get something to eat, and I'm hungry too.
Alrighty, brother. I'll holler at y'all later. That
Cool.
guy finishing Thompson sentences so sweet.
What?
All right. I'll see you guys later.
All right.
All right.
Have a good
Later.
night.